everybody, and welcome with us, Ginton Dice. I hope you guys have a lovely night. So please, why don't you go ahead and grab a chair, grab a drink, sit back and relax as you watch us, a bunch of nerdy friends who sit at a virtual table to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Hour of the day?
I thought we were gonna make it.
I tried. I tried
I said it
everything.
correctly. What do you mean?
Day of
It
the
was
hour.
perfectly fine. There we go.
But we knew
We're
what
gonna make
you
it.
meant. Oh,
That's our new catchphrase.
I don't want it
I'll
to
hit
be our
this light so
catchphrase.
Pat
that
pending.
I have less shadow on my
I
face.
really don't want it to be our new catchphrase. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. I'm gonna have a little
Hashtag day of the hour.
I'm gonna have a little
Wow.
bit of big of an intro, just explaining our last episode that we did not record. So, if everybody's ready. So, where we last left off, the group, after visiting Aeth's hometown of Eastbourne, and realizing that being not welcomed, they wasn't necessarily going to stay long. Well, after visiting Aeth's old burned home, the party, besides Elise, who was up in a tree, went back to the inn or the tavern that they were at, where Clarence received a death note, pretty much. He reviewed it, confused a little bit, but understood the point. Took it back to the rooms where the party kind of started to settle down. Elise finding somebody on the rooftop, catching that Kenku in her snare, bullied and bombarded the Kenku into a deathly submission until it was brought back by Garbu. The Kenku was taken into cuffs, but without further investigation, the guards allowed the players to sleep in their tavern for now. And then in the morning, they did regrouped with them, taking them back to the barracks. They went over a huge investigation, and with a little bit of reimbursement, everybody went on their merry way. The Kenku was released, and the party, suspicious, but decided to go ahead and leave on their own accord. When they got to Ginton, seeing how this city's not necessarily being blocked by trees, or sorry, not being blocked by like a wall, but had massive, almost tree-like walls that were still live and very much blooming, but so dense that it would make it really hard, if not maybe impossible, to sleep through those to get into the city. As the party was going in, which was getting extremely late at the night, they were being led by Aeith, going to the Blades of Light's residence, which happens to be a very enormous, hard to miss cherry-like tree. There, Elise decided to roam the halls and kind of get a lay of the guild's land, if you will, while Aeith took Clarence and Garbu to meet his friend, who's been trying to help him with his unique circumstances. There, the party met Bolt Highstone, a copper-like dragonborn, who is part of the Blades of Light, but one could say kind of like the resident healer. Well, as the group was talking, Aeith was pretty much being examined by Bolt while getting measurements so that Garbu could attempt to create maybe a new metal-like arm for him, especially since the one that he currently has is beaten back and forth to hell. Clarence, on the other hand, after explaining his little situation to bolt, wrapped a couple of like vines or roots around him, like in a little spiral until the very top. He
Like the poop emoji?
yes.
I had to do it.
Yes.
Best movie
He he lit just the fingertips of his bouncing back with electricity, lit the top of it on fire, almost like sparklers going off as it slowly unravels as it goes down. Okay. And so as we draw back into our session, Clarence, as once again, as it slowly goes down and you can see the it's not blinding, but it is almost like the roots themselves are slowly being burnt, but a little bit of the sparkle as it goes down. And you can hear it as it starts to get around your ear and head level, that it almost like it's blocking the rest of the sound from the world out. And all you hear is this sparkling sparks and sensation going on. And as you kind of blink a little bit and everything just rapidly change to darkness, and you still hear those sparks as they're going off, but slowly go into the sound of like chains rattling, crazy, almost very aggressive like. What do you do as you currently imagine yourself in a spotlight? You can't see anything else around you, but you can hear like these chains are like right on the outside of this light source.
Is it a certain direction or is it constant all the way
It's
around?
all around you.
I was going to go towards the chains, but if they're all around me, I don't know. There's not like a specific. How about this? I'm just gonna like say, hello. I want to talk to you, but I don't know where to go or what to do, and I'm gonna start like wandering around the outside of the light to try to like see if I see anything or anyone. Or
It's like as you walk around, it's like this spotlight stays on you as you move, being you the center of it.
I don't see or hear anything different anywhere else. It's just constant, the same the whole way. 360.
It's yes, and
Okay.
it almost feels like some sounds almost sounds like they're like right next to you, and you're kind of doing double takes in places as you continue walking around. Like it sounds like you're getting extremely close to them, but you still don't see anything. As you were walking around, and after a few seconds of you saying that out loud, you do hear, "What is it that you want?"
Okay. First, I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Clarence. You're in my body. I haven't paid any rent yet. Just want to be clear. I, what's your name? Like, if we're gonna have this, I kind of need to like address like something like that.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, where I shine, baby.
I'm sure it'll be great. It's
Don't-
your first roll of the night.
Don't.
No
Hold
way
on.
it could go
Actually,
bad.
No, we're not doing that. Hold on.
There's no way that your first roll of the night could ever go bad. Never
Never,
happened
ever.
before in your life.
Oh, that was
Oh,
a
yeah.
7. Okay, let's do it this one. All right, now I'm confident.
There, okay.
11.
That's bad.
Ooh.
Hey, that's above a 10, baby.
That's
She's not
probably
gonna
your
get
best
it.
charisma check ever.
Actually, that's true.
That's also probably your best first roll of the night ever.
True.
As you kind of wonder, hearing the echo of this sound and not really getting a solid source of where the voice is coming from, you kind of start to hear what sounds like people talking, but it's kind of hard to hear because of all the chains. Like the volume of these chains as they're rattling hasn't decreased, and so you're barely able to start hearing what sounds like conversation, and you think they are saying. It sounds like kind of like an old man talking to somebody, to a woman, but it's hard to tell about. But you hear the word Lynn as he references a few times. Lynn.
Is your name Lynn?
You don't hear a response.
Are you gonna kill me if I continue to call you Lynn? All right, Lynn. So
roll a persuasion check.
This is what decides if you get killed for calling them Lynn.
that's way better than I thought it was gonna be.
That's your new best persuasion.
Yes,
check.
I am aware.
Okay.
You just keep doing better.
Uh,
Listen, there's a ceiling to this eventually. So
you didn't
Oh,
hear
yeah.
any response back to that, so it's not a yes, but it's not a no.
Lynn, I actually want to help you. Okay? And like the whole like being scared of the demon belly thing, I've already got people trying to kill me on the outside too. If I go down, you go down too. So like, I'll get you back to where you need to be, take care of some sort of ritual. I got clerics and stuff. They can do that. I think I need to know where to go and what to do. I'm willing to travel. Just like this continent hopefully. Preferably look, I'm not rich, so but I've got feet, so I can walk. honestly, I'm willing to help you.
Make another persuasion check. I will let you have advantage. I'll let you have advantage on this one.
That's never happened.
I like how it's like, I'm willing to go. I just don't want to leave the country.
Yes.
You hear as it sounds like an echo of just back, back.
Would it be safe to call what we were in where I found it a cave?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, the DM, like as an aside.
Make an insight.
Man, I'm really good at all these things.
It's all for you.
Hey! Leroy's not gonna believe this.
It's tough now. A lot of your
Thank
rolls
God
have at least been above 10, so.
Yes. He's gonna be like, nah, not 3 in a row.
It's tough to
I
say
think this is the longest streak without a natural
because
one you've had.
you've had an image before of what looks like maybe a farmhouse.
Yeah.
And so you're not sure if did you need to go all the way back to the place where you found the thing? Did you pass the place that maybe was referenced? Do you need to just go back somewhere else? She's not being cooperative. So it's hard to judge one area. Specifically, as in like going back to the cave, it's really hard to tell if that's what she's wanting because she's just not being very cooperative.
So Clarence thinks it's either the cave or I've passed it in our travel since we got the urn.
Possibly, and I'll kind of throw this a little bit, and it may not be like. Don't think of it like, oh, we passed maybe the place, like maybe we were at the place. It could have been maybe you've passed it in some form. But that doesn't mean you were actually there.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, for an example, and I'll just throw this out. Like, think of like the first city that you guys went to. Right? Maybe you wasn't past it yet. Think of it like a level where that city is kind of near the bottom. But it's like as you go up, maybe the level went up. So you could have potentially have passed the place that she is wanting to go to. It's again really hard to tell.
So, Lynn, I really appreciate that. Um, are are you like? Is this like a superpower situation? Like, am I going to inherently like manifest some sort of like psychic ability through you? That'd be cool. Not saying you have to. Uh, just an additional question.
Make a persuasion check.
No.
You want to
this
become
one-
your warlock?
Are you gonna
No.
give me superpowers? Can I be
Yeah,
like
I knew that was gonna
Batman?
happen. Yep, that was.
Make
She murders
a
him.
Constitution saving throw.
Cause I'm bad at that too. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm fine. Yeah.
This ghost is targeting all of your worst features.
Okay. Nah, that one's okay. Like it's better than what some of
It's
the
a
stuff
plus
is.
one.
Yeah, I don't have a
plus
negative or an even.
Yeah.
Oh no, he got a nat 20. Oh no, I saw his face.
It was probably
Oh
damage.
no. How much health do I have? Hold on. I gotta check something.
Um,
I think we're at full health.
Yeah, but I only have like 40.
okay, yeah. This is bad. Take 14 points of psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I got this.
As you were thinking of this as like maybe a partnership, maybe something that could be good, and then you just felt like this tight squeeze like within you, like it felt like your guts and your insides are just being squeezed.
Am I still in the
Yes.
spotlight? Okay. Ow! Okay, I just want to be clear. If you kill me right now, you're gonna pop out in front of two really weird clerics in different ways, and then a guy who's blind but has a sword. So I'm just saying, don't do it. Okay? we're good.
You can feel the squeeze slowly letting off,
Thank you,
but
Lynn.
you can feel the little bit of the pressure.
I think
Okay.
I could have used an intimidation check, in my opinion, but
I did a great job.
I'm just
acting,
hoping
though.
for the nat one.
you
Okay? I'm just hoping for the
Hey,
nat
listen, blind people with swords are terrifying.
Right.
one. That sword's got to be worth a lot at this point.
Lynn, I'm cool with taking you back where you need to go. Like, completely cool. But we gotta have like a system, like a hot cold, like a, like a beep, 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 beep. Something that know what's going on. Look, I'm dumb, but I'm real smart. All right. So,
But
Beep,
I'm real.
beep, beep.
I'm not a wise person. Like I feel
know.
so racist.
You know what? Because that was hilarious as possible, make a persuasion with advantage. Because that was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Lynn likes it funny,
It's-
okay?
One of them's okay.
14.
Oh, the gods
Beep.
have mercy on you.
Lynn
They-
apparently likes funny men.
it was funny.
Wait, how would you know you're closer or further away?
Make not make. Sorry.
Yeah, she beeps faster the farther you get. And you think it's closer. You
And-
didn't specify.
And you're on a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just running full speed the opposite direction. Hey, if you run far enough the opposite
Um,
direction, right, you'll just
um,
fall off the edge of the world because it's flat.
So you start to see that same vision again of what looks like a farmhouse. And then it gets a little bit more bigger and bigger, actually expanding to where you can see more. And it almost seems like a little bit of a community. Not a town, but something small. And it looks like it is a farming community.
Do I recognize it from above as somewhere I've been?
No.
Any crossroads roads at all that I can see going any directions?
You don't necessarily see that. It's almost like you can see the bird's eye view of like, and it's kind of like tilted in a little bit, but of
From
what looks like a settlement, right? Of a village, but you don't see on the outside of like the continuous expanse.
Okay. Does it look? Oh, so that's true. I wouldn't be able to get terrain. Any landmarks? Anything distinguishable?
Just make a persuasion check.
Man, we are doing a lot of the talking today. Oh, I like talking.
This is all you. Not persuasion, perception.
Terrence is
I
the
think
new
it's
face of
actually
our
that
party.
plus one
Well,
if you want.
what's your modifier for that?
+4 for perception, so it'd be 19.
Because I
Cole,
can.
Aeith
Okay,
is out of a
19.
job. Clarence
Okay.
is the new face.
You see.
My job easy.
You see what looks of what's kind of available is a little bit of a heavy forest, but again, it's like you're barely seeing what looks like trees that are slowly being, think of like cropped out, if you will.
Okay.
So it's like this looks like a bunch of trees that are kind of surrounding this.
That's great. Lynn, I'm gonna be honest. We got off on a bad foot. I apologize for disturbing your slumber. I want to thank you for being super cooperative, except for the attempted murder. I'm gonna sweep that under the rug. We're not gonna talk about it. Thank you. I have no problem helping you out. And I feel like this is my fault to begin with. So, Lynn, it was nice to meet you.
Make I'll give you another advantage. Make another persuasion advantage.
Figure I'll double that.
Oh.
Hey, 12.
Not the worst, not the best.
As you say that, and you feel like you're kind of like ready to go back and hop out of this inner self thought, if you will. You get another vision, and it's very quick. So just roll me a general intelligence to kind of see if you can keep up with this. Okay, 16 ain't bad. It's almost like if somebody, from a player's point of view, put on like, let's say a 10-minute movie and then got it where it's speeding so fast it ends in 2 minutes.
Fast forward.
You see what looks like somebody being tied up. And you've seen this a little bit of before, of somebody being tied up, wrapped in chains, and barely what looks like a cloth over, and it looks like being pushed, being shoved, being tossed in a well, a cave. It's hard to make of those type of specifics, but as it quickly goes through, you see this kind of like this purplish red hatred as it looks like it's building and building through that entire process. And then all you see at the end of this little vision is, looks like if that same settlement, but it's just destroyed. It looks like fire and death. And then it kind of quickly ends.
Can I say like a thing before she leaves? Like,
Sure.
then I will try to show you that not everybody's bad. Not everybody's evil.
And as you're saying that, you starting to hear what's starting to come in as gibberish of Bolt and Garbu talking back and forth until like you kind of spastically blink, like you've been like staring for so long, and Garbu, and you got all of the measurements you needed to attempt to remake a new arm, if you will, for Aeith. As Bolt does kind of put this back on and does his best to kind of wrap it around and make sure it's tight, and he's like, alright, now Aeith, I'm only going to tell you this once, like every other single time. Please be careful. You act like they make these on demand.
I do not.
And he kind of just takes your hand, like the metal hand, and just like slaps you across the face with it. And it's just,
Ah!
uh,
That looks
yes, you
like
do.
fun.
Do you see how damaged this is? And he kind of brings it back across, hitting you in the face again. And he's like, look at this side. It looks so damaged.
Oh, yes, I can see clearly that it's very damaged.
I'm sure you can't. He just does it again.
Ah, okay, I deserve that.
I do not take that smart tone with me, sir. Anyways, it's getting late. I'm sure you guys have things you need to do. I'm sure you didn't make your travel plans all the way just to see me.
Part of him.
Am I bleeding?
Oh, I kind of forgot you were over there. And he just like walked over and took a little. No, you seem to be fine.
Okay. I thought I died.
No, you've been fine. And you can see like the roots are now pretty much gone, but there appears to be just a very small like burnt kind of like a burnt shadow on the floor. And he's just, I'll take care of
Like
that.
the poop emoji.
Thank you. I actually talked to her.
That's
Oh.
good. Any progress? Does she hate you? Does she
to
like
go
you?
Back? I don't know. I think she thinks I'm funny.
That's
She's
always
not
a
cute,
plus.
though. It's not like we're not like that. We're just friends. We have to go back.
Back where?
I
In the
don't
cave?
know.
Eastbourne?
I did see a settlement with dense forested woods that was later destroyed by fire.
The woods or the settlement?
The
I'm
setup.
thinking both, but the settlement mainly. That seemed a little reminiscent of a certain village we just visited, though.
Yeah.
Right. That's the reaction I had.
So
Or
do
the
we need
cave,
to
yeah.
go
There was a
back
cave
there
too.
and
Was there a well in
need
your
to-
town? Or a cave? Either?
It's
mean,
not. It's not uncommon to have wells in towns or other places where people live.
Wouldn't
The
be
only
the
time
first
you-
well we dove into.
The only time you may not find it interesting if there is just no place for water to survive. And so you may not find a well there because there would just be no water.
At the little swim spot, but there might have been a cave.
I just wondered, the person, her name's Lynn.
Lynn.
You know anybody named Lynn from your town?
Do I know anyone named Lynn?
You can make a history check.
Oh, I'm good at
There's a
those guys. Don't
chance.
I will guide him. I'll be
Okay.
like,
I will
"It's
give
okay,
him
you can
words of
remember."
encouragement.
I'll be like, you can remember,
Words
and
of
pat him on the
encouragement.
shoulder.
I'll bet you could see if you really want to.
6.
Roll the d4.
Well, no, you first rolled and it was a 20.
Oh, I
you
did? Oh! Oh,
Hey, it's
natural
21
20.
total.
Because you're
cow.
over here hitting it, you know.
Just
I only hit it once.
Yeah.
It must have did that double click thing where it's like, oh, loading, and I.
To be
No.
fair, his computer has been weird in the past.
I know.
It's a 7-year-old computer now.
You think you know Lynn? Maybe that's like down the street from the bakery in Zeetham that gave you muffins like a year ago.
I mean, there's that Lynn. There's a Lynn here. I don't really. I know.
But out in the
Ah.
town you're from,
Is
She
she
makes a pretty-
alive?
She used to make a really nice croissant.
No. That you like skip the important thing there. Like, is she alive? Like, that's the big, like, important, like, because
I
if
don't-
she's alive, she can't be the ghost.
That was about a year ago. I haven't really gone back. She might be. She might not. Probably go back and check.
I'm cool with going to a bakery. Garbo's not gonna appreciate it.
is
But
there a library here?
you can read.
A little.
You can read.
I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry.
A little.
I'm sorry. That was mean.
I mean, I was
Wait.
thinking you said something about maybe we can like look up people named Lynn. Libraries have books about stuff. Maybe we can look up books about Lynn.
It was a. Would you say I think it was a small, medium, or large settlement?
You would take it as possibly a small.
It's a small settlement. It's not like I. I don't know that they even keep records in places like that.
Well, we could also try looking up records of like small settlements that were burned, aside
That's,
from the one that Aeith is from.
that's true, and it would have to be somewhere I've been, because she said go back.
Well, I think. Well, if she said go back, that would sound like she's talking to you. I was gonna say, I think that could just be her saying that she wants to go back, but if she's saying it like just go back, that sounds like it is to you. DM, did it look like there were any remains of like old settlements on that island that we were on where we found this box urn thing that cursed him? I know there was like a
Mm,
little like beachfront for like boats to park at, but
no,
aside from like the caves, was
there
there?
wasn't like a beachfront for boats to park. It was just that was where the two small rowboats kind of like parked themselves, and it seems like that was the sand seemed to be, I guess you could say, enough disturbed to. That's probably like the area where that two boats always came to. Obviously, not specifically in the like little
A
sand.
bit of a little path just from repetitive use.
Yes. So you don't think that there would have been any sort of settlement there. And I think
Not
all
even
of
like
you,
long ago.
well, I think all of you would at least have known and done a little bit of like learning uh from the Guild Wars. And this happened like I got the old notebook. I want to tell you guys the correct. This
Yeah, I know
happened.
most of the battles from the Guild War happened in like the Golden Summit or like the biggest one happened there.
Well, no, this was before. This was way before. We're talking about
When Teller was a kid.
somewhere in the uh let me early hundreds.
Cookie.
In the early hundreds.
When Teller's dad was a kid or granddad was a kid.
Probably.
Jeez.
When
Climbing.
Stowe was actually living on the planet before he went in his little
Yeah,
Lamp.
like we're talking about
Hibernation.
it was far back. There before the guilds pretty much became a thing, right? There was this battle that was called like the Guilds War. This all three of you just roll a history check for me.
Plus modifier.
I'm
finally.
not giving all of my information
Ooh.
away.
That's a
0.
that's not gonna go well for me.
Another natural 20.
Oh my
I hate
god.
My
gold
12
today.
is higher.
Alright.
sorry.
Zero intelligence.
I guess I'll say a decent bit. So you guys are at least are somewhat understanding of this continent's history. And it's way before even the dragons came, that there were tons of guilds that rose up. And we're talking about a guild might have 5 members. This one might have 10 or whatever. And over the time, they slowly kept building up, and then eventually were fighting each other for dominance. There is some guilds, like the ones today, who survived, and that's how they are now, because there are smaller guilds that joined into them and just became bigger and bigger. So there's, again, like hundreds of years ago, there have been small, tiny communities that were all around this continent, but have since been destroyed. And if anything was still alive after the dragons attacked, they probably definitely aren't now.
To be fair, on that 15 guard, we probably didn't pay too much attention in history class if it didn't have to do with dragons.
That's true, and that's fair.
I was gonna make that excuse for Aeith, but you beat me to it.
Yeah. Hey, you rolled that natural 20,
Well,
sir.
you take it.
I don't think you can excuse
Take that
your-
information how you feel like you would.
Okay. Yeah, it seems interesting, but old time before dragons and
Well, it sounds like you guys got a lot of thinking to do, and sorry I can't be too much more help. That's about the best I can do, young one. As he looks at you, Clarence.
Thank you. This is the most helpful. This has been anything has been since the really big lady scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, she scares me too. And he's
Her
just
hand
been
was
caught
like
every
the
time you
size of my
bring
body.
every time you bring up her. That's his response is she scares me too. He doesn't want to talk about her, and he's just
Her hand was like the size of my body.
Yeah, I kind of liked it in a weird way.
yeah, she scares me too. Anyways,
He agrees. Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Whatever you say about her, he just agrees.
Sometimes
Can I
it's-
insight check him? Does he have a crush on the big lady?
Or you can insight check.
You've got higher wisdom than me. I wouldn't have thought of that.
25.
25.
It does not appear as though he has a crush, more that he really
Is
is
just scared.
afraid of that particular person, even though they are. I don't want to say friends, but at least somewhat on the same path. He is scared of her. But anyway, sometimes you can try taking the natural approach. It depends on what you're trying to deal with. Depends on how you got to go about things. So it was just a method that I thought it would try. But I am getting tired. I've been up early, and I'm gonna go to bed.
One last thing.
Yes.
Just because you're like the biggest dragonoid sort of person I've actually gotten a conversation with.
Well, there's bigger.
Do you know
but
if being good can help you become a dragon?
being good to become a dragon?
Yeah.
Can I do something with sleight of hand?
Sure. Make a. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna wink at the guy.
Make a. Just make a. Just make a deception check. You know what? I'll give you sleight of hand. I'll give that to you.
I don't know where that's
That
at.
face of judgment.
I know.
No, I was just like, I don't know where it's at, and then it's in alphabetical order.
It
But
is.
there's nothing close to D, so I was like L N.
Well, there's
Oh.
there's deception.
Yeah.
It's up
It's
there.
right under athletics.
Oh.
It's right under athletics.
It's in.
Yep.
It's
His deception is worse than that.
Terrible.
So.
Oh yeah, no.
Listen, he ruined all his luck using it on
Yeah,
Lynn,
bro, like
so-
we're done. I had a real big over-exaggerated.
You're kind of like
You got me on it. I didn't notice it.
you kind of like definitely just and he's
Huh?
Bolt just kind of looks at you and he's like there's water over there.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I don't know if I ever heard of being good or aligning with some sort of karma, if you will, of being able to transform into a dragon. That might be something you have to seek a little bit further about if that could be a thing. I mean, we are in a crazy world. There could be a way, but at least to the best of my knowledge, and I think I'm quite fond of my culture or history. Well, it's not really mine. Of my dragonkin's culture history. And he kind of ponders and he's like, anyways, I think you might need to find somebody else if you were trying to inquire about that.
Do you have any idea where I should look for answers about that?
I mean, Have you tried? Oh God, Bright. Go try the House of Hope.
Hope.
Let's start there and see if something fondle in the mind.
Thank you. And I'll smile at him, big grin. All my teeth showing.
It's not a problem.
Almost all of them.
And then he looks to you, Aeith, and you can hear him as he directs this to you. My young boy, what am I going to do with you?
Did he just call him young?
Yeah.
Weird.
He
you
knew my
old?
father.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Mr.
He
Bolt,
must be one of those old
can
dragons.
I ask you a question?
Sure.
How old are you?
I mean, I'm a decent for a dragonborn. Nothing too crazy.
Say like 50.
Yeah, like 50. 50?
That's like close to the end of their life, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
No, we live a lot longer, and
60? 60? You think 60's good?
I'm like, look, alright, you're going way above what I actually am, and that's actually making me feel old, okay?
Isn't
30?
he like 40?
Yeah, he's like 40.
He's 24!
That's
What?
old.
That's
That's
old.
ancient.
Oh
That's
my...
ancient.
I'm this many.
Yeah, I'm like that many times two. Well,
Within a
one.
second, all of you are being very gently shoved out of his office as he shoves all of you out and kind of turns and locks the door, and he's just, I'm going to sleep. You guys have a nice night. And you could feel like a very soft touch, Aeith, and he's just and he starts walking away.
Need to put the illusion back up. He holds the cane up.
Make a religion check.
And
Uh-oh. 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 Alright. Let me, 6.
Nothing's happening.
Definitely. I'm just talking to Clarence. He's definitely at least past like half of his full life.
Yeah, bro. He looks so old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
like
Dragonborns only live to like this many times 10.
Hey, are you gonna put your disguise back on?
It's not. She's not answering.
What?
Good. Hang on, let me try again. Hey, Minnie, you there?
Tapping like a microphone.
His cane. He's using his
No,
cane.
yeah, I know, but he tapped it like a microphone. They don't know what microphones are. It's not a thing.
How do you know? Magically enchant something to make sound out the other end at like a magic mouth or something?
No, it's you can probably have enchanted some sort of thing like even with thaumaturgy. So as it might echo through, it will come out.
Reverb it a bit, yeah.
I
So
thought it was hilarious. I'm sorry, it's great.
there is possibilities.
Imagine an artificer bard
Listen,
multi-class where that's what they do.
But you Aeith try once again and you're not getting back a response.
Okay.
You okay?
Hopefully nobody's out and about.
I mean, it is super late, but
I can have a disguise kit in an hour, and we could kind of do a little paint, a little wax on, wax off.
Pretty late. Pretty late. I can just go to my room. Hopefully
I could
nobody's.
make you a helmet.
Yeah, we could make you a helmet.
I don't want to waste your guys' time. If it's just
Okay.
for the night.
Wait,
I
don't
can
you have
sell
like
it.
a spell that lets you do the thing that your cane does? I have one.
No.
Oh.
She usually is the one that's in charge of that.
Oh.
It is pretty late though too.
Yeah.
Might be
okay.
Um,
So you guys go back
Uh,
to your rooms.
I'm trying to listen and make sure I don't hear anybody as I'm walking.
Go ahead and make a stealth check since you're trying to stealth around.
Natural 1. Yeah.
Hold this over your
I've
face.
been there, man. I've been there.
So
I mean,
as
I rolled 2 natural 20.
as
I
both
rolled-
of you, or not both of you, but as all three of you start to travel back towards the direction of your room, it seems like he's trying to be more cautious, right? And he's trying to go around corners very carefully, make sure to listen and see if somebody's coming. And he seems so frazzled about not being able to have this disguise back up that it is blatantly like knocking stuff over, causing an actual ruckus. And there's even like 2 guards that are just like, as they're walking by, like, what is going on here? And they like start approaching from the other end of the hall, coming down to you guys.
They see me.
They see all 3 of y'all.
Hi. Hi.
Dude, I don't have a hood. I'll push my glasses up. Hopefully,
I just put my hands up. Garbu, put your hands up.
What are you doing? Stop that. Why
Well,
you
you're
have
You
your
cops.
told me
I
to
don't
put
wanna
my hands up, so I'm putting my hands
Yeah,
up.
I don't want to get stabbed. I know my
I'm-
rights.
I wasn't involved with the murder.
I know my
Sorry.
rights. I'm
The
not-
other guy
What?
is just looking
what
like
murder? No, it's fine.
The one
it's
back
fine.
in the other town,
I
back
know my
in
rights.
Charnwick. I wasn't involved with that murder.
Am I being
There was
detained?
no murder.
Uh,
I wasn't involved.
Am I being detained?
what? Why are you guys destroying this hallway?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he can't see.
That was him. He's
He's
blind. Yeah.
Like really,
And
like he's actually
and
blind.
who are you?
Oh, we're his like caretakers. Well,
Why?
not really. So we're just kind of like hanging out, but like we make
Okay,
sure he doesn't run
why
into
are
stuff
you guys
sometimes.
here?
We
This is
left Bolt's
not.
office.
We're with him.
they're
Make
they're
a pr-
tourists. They're
make a.
tourists. They don't understand.
And who are you?
I am. I am Aeith Alucard. I am a member of the guild.
Are you still
It's
like?
just a little.
Are you still
it's a
like
little
trying to
joke.
cover yourself up, or
Yeah, I'm doing the face palm the entire time.
okay? Well, and the other guy kind of looks back and he's like, "Think I've heard that name before. Look, we're going to charge you for the damage out here. You should know better. And
Yeah.
keep these 2 under control, or all 3 of y'all getting kicked out."
There was
Yeah,
no
see.
murder.
Of course.
I
How's
wasn't
it gonna do
involved.
that?
Wait, I don't
It's a
think
little joke. Don't mind them.
Oh,
And the other guy is just like he's confused and just come on. And,
am I free to go, sir?
yes. My
Okay.
God, you act like we're arresting you.
That's what he told me you were
I
doing.
don't want to get stabbed.
Does it look like I'm going to stab you over a couple of pictures in a vase or 2?
Oh, but you have a sword.
Yes, in case I'm being attacked or my guild
Are
is
you
being
being
attacked.
attacked?
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, am I being detained?
Don't you have a sword?
No.
No, I don't. I don't.
Oh my
I
God.
don't.
I'm done with this conversation. It's too late for this. And he just walks away as the other guy's just
Right at the moment, none of the 3 of us have a sword. Aeith has a cane. I have a mace and a hammer, and he has tools? Question
I have a
mark?
crossbow.
he has a
too.
he has a
Yeah.
crossbow, but it was late
None of
for
us
him,
have a sword.
and he's just I'm done with this. And he kind of like steps over one, and the other guy's like trying to put it back on, and then it falls, and he's just like, "What do I do
Aw.
with this? Just fucking leave it. I'm going to bed." But wait, we still have another hour. Fuck the hour as he goes around the corner.
Listen, I appreciate what you guys are trying to do.
I wasn't
Please
involved.
don't tell
with that
people.
murder.
There's a reason I have that vistage up. I don't like people knowing this is how I actually look.
But isn't that lying?
Yeah, like a lot.
I want to. Yes, I don't want to be treated differently.
You are different. What's wrong
Aren't
with
you
being
already
different?
treated differently for being old?
Not that different. I don't want them treating me different because of my disabilities.
Oh.
Serious question: Are your glasses a part of your like? Are you wearing glasses or is it an illusion?
Yes,
Okay, you
I
are
am.
wearing glasses. Are they
The
tinted?
the illusion is more of like,
Covering up his scars.
yeah, it's more of like, think
Skin?
of like skin, but like he still has clothes, so like his chest, you wouldn't have been able to tell, but you could see the marks like coming from the neck and like onto the face, and like the really bad looking parts of his eyes. Like a lot of this, in a way, imagine like, that's a little too much, but like imagine on some sort of border like how Deadpool's face is, right? It's heavily scarred, but it's, when the disguise, it's just covering that back up. Nothing else changes.
So about that disguise kit?
Do you have the ability? Um, would I know about that? I'm gonna roll my
Could
self
ask my friends, see if I can learn it later on.
I
Make it
mean,
easier.
I could make something.
It's just for tonight. I just gotta get to my room.
I can make you a helmet.
It's alright.
Just keep saying, I can make you a helmet.
It's alright. It's alright.
So
Let's
for the
just
future,
try to
do
get to
I
the
raise
room.
my hands anytime I see a guard?
Yes, they're bad
Okay.
people.
No.
Well, except him. He's
Should I
cool.
immediately start telling them how not guilty I am as well?
Yes, asked if you're being
Ah.
detained a lot.
Am
Just
I
say it real
detained?
loud, like, am I being
Sometimes
detained?
guards.
Am I being detained?
Sometimes guards do not just walk up to you and if you're doing something wrong. Sometimes we do it just to say hello.
He must be a guard from another
Am I
continent.
being detained? I wasn't involved with the murder.
You don't say what you're not involved with a murder. If you say that,
But
some
that's the
people are
only
gonna
reason the
think that you
guards
were.
wouldn't trust me. It's because of the Sharnwick thingy with the mayor.
Yeah, but he didn't die.
But
Nobody
it was like
died.
an attempted murder?
Uh,
Usually, you don't
I think
say that to another guard.
I think it's battery and aggravated assault, right?
I wasn't involved with
Yes.
the assault.
Yeah, the cop knows.
That okay.
Just go. Yeah. Am I being detained? I'm not. I didn't do the battery or aggravated assault.
Am I being detained? I didn't charge.
No.
Didn't
Stop.
do the
Stop.
battery or the
That is.
aggravated assault.
Yeah,
This is.
he's got
It
it.
is too late for this. It is too late for this time. I'm going to bed.
Okay, we'll follow him.
You guys make it to your rooms respectively. Elise is already in her room asleep. So, as you guys,
Alarms on all of my doors and windows every time I go to bed.
fair enough. Well, there's no windows, but there is
Oh,
doors.
okay. Yeah.
You guys are like more on the inner portion of like rooms, so there's not windows. So, you guys have a long rest. We are now on
Yay.
day 3 of the 5th month. So,
Penny, please put the illusion up. I'm sorry if I upset you yesterday.
we'll make a religion check.
Shit. I should have just been proficient in religion if I would have. 17.
As you are kind of like sitting on your bed, and you have like most of your, like equipment off, and probably have changed into like some sort of night garments or whatever. And you can see what it looks like from the bottom down. It looks like it's, well, from the bottom up, it looks like it's slowly going back as a disguise, but it is very slow, unlike its usual kind of like quick self. But within a few minutes, it is completed.
Did I do something wrong? Yeah, I'll just ask her that. Or ask the king though.
You. Anybody else doing anything early in the morning before regrouping?
Garber, let me see that tooth.
What tooth?
Well, I
The
want to
one
make
you
sure
have?
everything's healing right in your mouth.
The socket?
Yeah.
Oh, it kind of regrew the other night. I'll just kind of hold my jaw to the side.
Would I know if kobolds can regrow teeth?
Make a general medicine check.
As a doctor,
Alphabetical order is going to be the bane of
cobalt
my existence.
studies.
Oh, nope, I don't know.
There are like creatures, for an example, like ogres, who, as long as not inflicted by fire, can regenerate their own runes. So it's not far fetched that maybe some creatures can do the same. Maybe it might be not as powerful, if you will. You're not versed in kobolds or medical procedures, so.
Well, looks good to me, bud. That's it's quite a little tooth you got there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bigger, but
It's the same size as all
Oh, it
the other
is?
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's perfect. Looks like a tooth.
Yeah.
I must be a
And
pretty
it
good
doesn't hurt
dentist.
anymore. Yeah.
I should, you know what? I should make business cards.
You could. You could put on
DDS.
there inventor and dentist.
I'll be like one of the. We could get a wagon.
And
We
then
could
if you become like a barber as well, we could call you like a Dr. Barber and inventor.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to
You
be a
want to
doctor.
do that?
No, that's your job, buddy.
Yeah, but like being a dentist is kind of the same.
Nah. I'm not gonna say
really
that.
a doctor. I just know a little bit of medicine from being a cleric.
I have a friend that's a dentist, so I'm not gonna make the joke about failing out of med school. Okay.
Oh my
Not
god!
gonna do it.
He already did it. He already did it. You're already this far
Same
along.
joke about failing out of engineering for business school.
Wait a minute.
That is a thing.
So,
It's true.
as you guys
That is a thing that is joked
We
about
just
at
lost
least at
all our
my college.
sponsorship for Colgate.
as all of you regroup, what are you guys doing?
He looks good to us, normal, like the disguise is back. Okay. Well, I'm glad to see you got your cane fixed.
I can fix it if it is broken. I've done it before.
No, I think I might have to see if I can get
You notice to break it
hopefully
and then
talk
fix
to her
it.
again.
Is there a place where you're able to talk to her more easily?
Aeith, you do know of a very special place that kind of has a very designated spot just for her.
I know a spot. I'm pretty sure you wanted to see if the bakery person named Lynn was still alive there.
Yeah. We could do that. And
Check that
if you
out.
tell us where it is, and you can go do your, like, talk to the stick thing. I don't know. Or we could help you. It just seemed like a private thing. We don't want to be, like, in your way.
Also,
It's-
you kind of
It's all right.
time
Well, I
here.
could. You guys might not know who Lynn is. I can probably differentiate the voice,
Okay.
so I could help you with that. And
Just kind of walk in the store and yell out Lynn, and if you don't hear a response, assume that they're no
don't
longer
do that.
here.
Do not do that. That draws cards to you.
Why? You're just walking into a store saying someone's name.
They
If
don't
it's
know
a
who
store
you
where
are,
they
though.
work. But you said you used to go there.
Once in a while. It's like one of those things where you go like once or twice a week. You get a bagel or a donut or
This is the Starbucks,
Starbucks. Yes,
or Tim Hortons, or Dunkin' Donuts, whatever you prefer.
Something like that.
right, Duncan. But no, it's just one of those things where just being sociable. It's not really sociable, except to yell someone's name in a store that you don't, and you two don't know her yet. I mean, why don't All right,
What if?
let's just go.
What if? Okay, never mind.
Okay. No, say the thing. I'd
Well,
like
I
to
was gonna say, what if if the store has like a window or something,
Yeah.
you like paint the words Lynn on the window to try
Yeah,
and
yeah,
get
yeah.
No,
attention or
no,
something.
no.
And when she
That is
comes outside to see,
We could have like a thing on a string outside that makes it look like the belly ghost. Like a sheet with some chains.
I don't think the other coworkers would know that she's a belly ghost.
but like
Yeah,
if
it's true.
if the coworker who did it to her is there, it could
Oh,
guilt
yeah.
trip them.
She could have just. It could just be that they are devastated to know that a coworker and friend was killed. Eh, That could just open
Well,
up
if
wounds.
Lynn isn't there, and you think that somebody might have killed her, I can cast a zone of truth because I brought it today, and we can find out if they did. They won't be able to lie.
Why don't you just like try to read them with your like reading people powers,
I'll read them all.
so we don't
Okay.
have to force someone to like tell us the truth
No, I've,
in our
I've got,
zone of truth.
I've got,
Last time that happened, we also got the cops called. Let's be
got.
real.
Why don't we let's just be friendly, be cordial, and I gotta go pay for that vase and those paintings.
There'll be
Yeah,
no
yeah.
reason for the cops to be called today. No reason.
I don't believe you.
Let's just try not to get in trouble today.
I mean, Elise is
We got a
not
goal.
here, so.
No,
Let's
she's
just
with
make
you.
that a goal
She's
where
Oh,
with
she
you.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Lisa's
no!
just standing here listening to this whole conversation,
Oh,
like, yeah, let's just go in and punch some heads and find out who killed this person, because she doesn't know about the conversation last night.
nope.
let's
She just
just
hears
try
us
not
being
to
like,
get in trouble
somebody killed
today.
their coworker, and that we need to
I fill
interrogate.
her in on the conversation from last night. How about that?
I'm gonna hit long rest because I'm missing some spell slots.
Oh yeah, I get to
Alright.
not be half dead anymore.
Don't know what I used those for, but
Hmm.
Um,
I'll give you a 1. Hold on.
you
and
gotta
my channel
still speak with.
divinity's already used for the day.
Okay.
We still gotta go speak with.
As she listens to your conversation and she's thinking like, I don't think that means somebody here. At least that's what it sounds like to me.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't here in the guild building. They're at the bakery.
I don't. I think she meant the town.
Oh, but isn't the bakery in the town?
That's the only Lynn I knew. I didn't know any Lynns from Eastbourne.
So it's not that then.
What do you think, Elise?
I try not to.
Out of the character, smartest character,
That sounds
the
like something
player
she would
playing the
say
smartest
too.
character on our team, out of character. I think the DM describing the fact that the Guild Wars was a long time ago, and that the village was probably destroyed sometime during the Guild Wars. This Lynn was probably alive, right? Is that the feeling everybody got? Like this Lynn was probably
Think
alive
so.
back during the Guild Wars.
Yeah, this is like hundreds of years
Yeah.
ago when she died.
This is
what
out of
my character.
character.
Yeah, well, my character probably thinks that that character died a long time ago, but I'm willing to try anything.
You can find out if the Lynn at the bakery was killed.
Honestly,
got
I
our
just kind of
methods.
wanted to go to the bakery.
Yeah.
He's
I mean, I
just-
do gotta kill her. 'Cause,
There
At
you
least
go.
just like, well, if you guys want to go to the bakery, that's fine. But let me know when we want to go talk to. No, not that one. No, not that one.
The guy in charge of the guild, I forget his name.
Yeah. Which Aeith, you know it as Tristoni.
Tristoni.
Just let me know when you want to go talk to him, and then I can meet up.
Yeah. Did you want something from the bakery?
Sure, why not? Give me something delicious.
We should get her a bear claw.
What's that?
It's a bear.
I don't
You
know,
cut
but
the
she's
claw
probably
off of a bear?
vegetarian since she's an elf, so she'll freak out. It'll be funny. There's not
Um,
real
That's
meat in it.
very,
I'm
that's very
not a
stereotypical.
vegetarian.
Oh,
I don't.
Is that
You
a
know-
thing? Are elves vegetarians?
I don't either.
Very,
It's the choice
that's very
that the
stereotypical.
it's the choice that the DM is making that she's not vegetarian. She could
Okay.
change. Who knows? She could change her mind next week. But for right
Next
now,
week, it's like, I'm feeling feeling
Week to week.
vegetarian.
Feeling vegan today, vegetarian tomorrow.
Gluten-free diet today,
So
You guys want to do paleo with me?
anyways, what do
I'm
you
on
guys do?
keto.
I guess first we're going to the bakery for breakfast, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
What do they make at the bakery?
Oh, if I know a trip's going to be less than an hour, I'm probably going to do disguise self before I leave.
What to get to the bakery? It's less than an hour, definitely. Like 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes.
I'm Garby's twin brother.
You look like me.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
You should really try this out. Like, honestly. Like Aeith, like, it's awesome.
You said less
I
than
take
an
your word for it.
hour to the bakery.
Yeah, like 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Enhanceability
What ability.
based
What
on
about-
wisdom, so that I can read everyone and see if any of them murdered
But
Len.
we just determined that.
No, the smart people in the party did. That was an out of character conversation where I acknowledged that I understand this, you understand this,
Well,
but in character, nope.
I just wasted a level 1 spell slot to not get stabbed by a random person, so.
I wasted a level
Alright.
2 spell slot to investigate a murder that didn't happen.
and that's what D&D is all about. So,
Yep.
you guys
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
taking a little stroll to this fine. It's it is made out of wood as well. It looks kind of like a lot of the other same, but they do have like a little sign outside that has like a almost like what looks like a cupcake with like a little bit of sprinkles on it as a sign and stuff like that. They have like about a table or two right outside what looks like their window, so people could possibly buy something from them and sit and eat to enjoy their meals.
You guys want to sit?
Didn't we get the food?
Can.
I don't really want to sit.
DM, do I see any evidence of murders in this room? Can I look around with like a perception check to see if it looks like there's any evidence of a murder having happened in this room?
As you guys open up the door and go ahead and make a perception. As you guys open up the door and
Oh my
you-
god.
you
That is
see
just a waste.
you see a decent amount of people in line and see what looks like maybe about 2 people kind of like in the back. There's not like a window. It's just like a little open area to their kitchen. And you can see another one up front also grabbing some things off the shelf, putting in the bag and handing it off to the next customer and so on and so forth. You notice this place was definitely polished clean before coming in here.
Suspiciously clean?
No,
Or-
like
Yeah.
very well taken care of floor before like a shift starts, if you will.
Can I tell Garby's going into like weird like territory?
he you don't have
Tinfoil
to make
hat
a check.
mode.
He is like
Like-
1 second you like he was in front of you, right? He opened the door and you guys kind of walked in and like you looking around, it's like it smells really good in here, and you can hear like the little bit of conversation as things going on, and you kind of look back and he is in a full yes, he's in a full like Sherlock Holmes outfit. All of
Oh
his
my God.
all of his armor is just magically gone for this moment, and it's just this very weird pattern-like colors as he's just inspecting.
I find it a single crumb that was left on the floor. I'm just like, somebody didn't do their job.
He doesn't even. He
Oh
does,
my god!
What's so weird? He doesn't even sound like Garbu at the moment. He looks like Garbu, but doesn't even sound like Garbu.
I'm gonna
You
elbow
see this,
Aeith.
Muffin?
I want to elbow Aeith, and I'm gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna do something dumb. That's
Try to
it. That's all I
minimize it.
said. Oh, what do you? Wait,
While
you're putting
they're
this
like
on
behind
you?
me, and I'm doing this whole investigation, I look at the workers. They all look on the level.
Do they look like what?
They're on the level.
What do you mean?
Do they look like they're up to anything?
Do any of the workers
Nefarious.
look? Yeah. I want to
Nefarious,
do an insight
The
check
evil baker.
overall on the
Are they
workers.
bad people?
Is
They
one of these workers gonna
loaf
put
of bread.
poison in our
What,
bran
the-
muffin?
They're
or-
putting
Make an
liquid
insight
drugs
check.
into the.
Have an advantage
Oh.
27.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! What?
They-
I walk
One
up
guy
in
stole
front
from
of
the
these
cash
two,
register.
and like I see one who's like bending over to like get a muffin or something from like the bottom shelf of like the glass display, and my face is just pressed up against the glass, looking at them with like my long kobold nose pointed down, like a dog that's looking at you through the window, and I'm just watching him as he's grabbing this muffin, just like breathing heavy, fogging the glass at the end of my nostril.
Well, Aeith, I go. Told you.
I told you.
Just roll a d20
Try to
for
minimize
me. I want
it.
to see something, and then before you roll it, choose odd or even, just out of pure curiosity of how far I want to take this.
Odd.
What was it? I clicked the wrong button.
Okay.
I said odd, and it's an 11.
Oh.
You think as this person kind of slid like this little door open and he's grabbing some stuff out, and you pressed it against the like this little glass, and it's just really foggy, but you're like dead eyeing him into his eye, almost into his soul, and you can sense it, the evil, that the atrocity that has been done here. You can sense the anger and hatred that he has.
Oh.
To the rest of you, you see as, oh hey, yeah, we're gonna need more of these special coat pastries. Yeah, they seem to be really hitting them today. Yeah, I don't know when she's gonna be back. I sent her out this morning. Alright. So, sorry, customer, that probably a little bit of a wait. Is that okay? Oh yeah, sure, that's fine. Okay, here, you can have this complimentary as you wait. Oh, thank you. And he kind of goes and sits down. But Garber, you sense it. He's angry. He's frustrated.
Can I insight Garbu?
Yell out
Can we?
from below.
I have
Insight
to
Garbu?
watch him. Hold on. I asked mine first.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I insight Garbu? I just want to know if he's gonna. I mean, I know he's gonna do something dumb, but like I have to roll something, right?
Insight away.
It's an 11.
He's
Should
just
I roll
breathing.
against this?
Your deception's worse.
No, I'm going to actually
There's
keep.
a chance I could roll better.
I'm actually going to keep that 11 that you
Okay.
rolled for the d20, so it's a dead tie, and that means by rules and by my standard, Garbu wins it, and it's like
Dang it.
you see he's just still heavily invested in this.
You know what? I'm gonna spin this a little different. Yeah. So you told me to stop him. I kind of want to see what happens.
No, we're not seeing.
Nah. Let's just look. What's the worst he can do? He's a little baby kobold.
Yeah, I'll just
I've
look
literally
up at
seen him
this.
crush things with
Look
his
up at
mate.
this guy who I sense the
I've
anger
heard
behind,
him do that.
and I'll just start yelling at him. Why did you do it?
I'm sorry.
You're angry. You're frustrated. You're no longer giving this job what it deserves. You left the crumb on the floor. Why?
I'm gonna go up to him. I'm so sorry. He's
Holding
he's
the tiny
very
crumb
new.
that I found.
Before you go up there, Aeith, one of the customer kind of like stares down, and he's like, "Dude, I am in line next. Get back in line, or I'm gonna put you back there."
Oh, I don't want anything. I'm just asking a question.
Oh
And,
my
sir, please, I don't need any violence here. No, I want my pastries because I waited patiently 20 minutes for them. Sir, I'm so
Oh,
terribly
no.
sorry that you waited. No, I understand about waiting. It's fucking
I
good
triggered a
pastries.
Karen.
And then he just stares down at Garbu. But I do not like waiting, and he goes to pick up.
Oh,
This man
Oh.
might need to be a
when
lifter.
do I
to
get
pick
to
me up,
say
by the
something?
way.
Because I want to say something.
He goes to pick up Garbu, and he doesn't toss you, but he does lift you up, and then places you like 4 people back, and he's like, "Stay," and he goes back
That's
in front of the line.
That's a strong man.
He rolled really good.
To straight up lift up like 150 pounds or something,
He
counting my
rolled
armor.
really good. He
Hey,
wants his pastries.
Hey, big
I
guy.
inside check that man. What's he got going on?
But
And
people,
18.
they,
Not quite as good.
oh no.
you think he might have a soft side because the fact he's showing all of his anger out. You think he's just hungry.
Angry.
He needs to
Angry,
get
yeah.
Snickers.
You're not.
Do I
Hey,
see any other workers?
Nope.
You
Hey,
can
little guy.
you can see the 2 in the back as they're like
My
kind
head's
of
turning to the next workers as Clarence walks up and
I'm
tries
gonna
to
grab him by the shoulders. You're doing it again. You're doing
What?
it again. You're having an episode.
You told me to go for the killer.
I didn't think it was gonna happen.
He has a deep-seated anger and hatred in him. Look
Wait.
at his face.
Who?
That man. And I
That's-
point back to the worker who's currently trying to serve the guy in front of me.
He points to the very scared man that's kind of like leaned back into like the kitchen area, and he's like, "Dude, what's going on? I don't know, man. There was this little kobold thing. He was yelling at me, and he was
anger
like,
there.
he was getting frustrated. Dude, it's okay. Come here. And he's like, "Will you go handle that?" Yeah. And he kind of walks up. Is everything okay up here? And this
Yeah,
is a
no.
this is a new
Yeah,
worker,
yes.
by the way.
Sorry, my brother's a little like like he's like he fixates on things, and has
Yeah,
problems with cognitive recognition. So like, just leave him alone.
Yeah,
It's okay.
he had a very
Is he
bad
the guy who
experience
walked up?
with.
Is he covering for the other guy's crimes?
You can make an insight.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, I'm keeping you 18.
Okay.
Roll a d20 and tell me odd or even.
Please.
Dang it.
I'll just stick with odd. It worked last time. 7.
Oh my god, no!
Not gonna do it again.
Okay, so as this guy come up and he's asking what the question is, and you can hear Clarence talking, but it's like Clarence kind of zones out, and you are focused. You don't know what his deal is, but you can see it. You see the little what looks like blood splatter on his hands. You can see the sweat, almost like he was lifting something heavy. He looks like he has been a part of this crime from the get-go, and maybe
no.
dispose of the body.
You're covering
Oh.
his anger.
Clarence, you see a guy who's clearly working with some sort of kind of like icing that kind of stuck to his wrist, because he's in the kitchen working, and it is kind of hot back there since you're quickly cooking a lot of pastries and stuff like that. That's what you see.
Everyone else sees. Except for me. But
Do I still have him by the shoulders?
Yeah, you still have him currently at the shoulders.
Everybody's
And you
basically
can-
like
You
foaming
can
at the
see,
mouth.
yeah, you can see like drooling a little bit of foam, and like his eyes are slowly starting to spin. And, like
You're
we're,
in on it.
we're talking
You know
about,
too.
we're
You
talking
know
about that.
too. You're in on this.
I'm already pushing him towards the door. Sorry, guys, he's having an episode. We're gonna
He's
take
in
him
on
to
it.
the Bolt,
He's
the
in on
doctor. No,
They
let's,
killed her.
let's go out.
They
Hey,
killed her.
hey, can you get me 2 Boston creams? And I'd also like one of the chocolate croissants.
As
okay, 2 Boston creams and a
As he's
Clarence.
pushing out the door, I'm just screaming, "They killed her! They
as
killed her!"
Clarence and Garbu specifically, as you get pushed out, it's like it looks like he goes back to normal. Garbu, you kind of like start to blink like you don't know what happened.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
Alright, here. Okay. Do you want one good slap to wake up or no?
What?
Man, this line is
You
taking
want one
forever.
slap to wake up. I've been there,
Two.
bro. Two.
2.
Bam,
Yeah.
bam. You good? You good? Yeah. Do I drop disguise self?
Uh,
Oh, it's not enough
Oh,
damage.
it's
you know
not a
what? No,
concentration.
you
I
know
can
what?
deal like
Okay.
3 points of damage unarmed.
Just roll a d20 for no. Make a strike check.
I could just roll a
Me?
d20.
He's
for
gonna
that.
roll high again. He's gonna roll high. Watch. Nope.
Me or him?
Garbu.
Oh,
It wasn't
got
that hard of a
jacked up,
hit.
boy.
Yeah, no, Garbu doesn't hit you that hard.
Yeah, I hit him pretty hard.
They did it. They
Okay,
did it.
Clarence, just roll a d4 minus
much
2.
better.
Yeah, too.
Yep, that seems about right.
Seems about right.
Well, the lowest it can go is 1, actually. So, like, Garbu, you take 1 point of damage.
Okay, let's talk about this. What the heck just happened?
There's so much hatred in that man.
No, Garbu,
Yeah.
you don't even know. It's
Oh.
like
No, I don't know.
gone?
it's like
I
you-
walked in.
it's
I
like-
walked in, and then it was dark. It was I don't know. We walked in and we walked out, and then you slapped me, and I slapped back.
Yeah, that was cool. It was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, can I be real? You were screaming at them. You said they were evil, and
Evil! I just yell evil at the top of my lungs.
nope,
Like
no more
Mermaid Man
slaps.
style.
Nope. Shh, 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 shh. Just quiet time. Okay.
oh my gosh.
Listen. Do you trust me?
I feel like somebody was probably walking out the door. Probably that guy who just got his order, who I had like interrupted.
He's paying
as I'm
no.
screaming
He's
evil,
paying
and
no
he's just
attention
like-
to you. He's paying no attention. He's like happy he got his food and left.
He was angry, so he doesn't
Out of quickness, Aeith, if you do buy something, 5 silver for everything
I
together.
still everything together. Okay.
Ask
I yelled,
about Lynn.
get something for garbage.
You got anything for a person that's like a garbage can about when it comes to food?
Sure.
He'll eat
yes.
anything.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
give
thank you.
you like in total, however you want it, like 6 pastries.
I'll give him 8. I'll give him 8 silver just so I can get that out of there.
Okay,
I had 8 silver.
that works.
Sorry about that. He's never been the same after an explosion. So like blacksmithing accident.
So you walk outside, and Clarence is kind of like shaking Garbu a little bit, hystericalness a little bit.
Here, I got your guys'
What happened in there?
pastries.
Ooh, donuts.
What's this?
Donut.
I just
Take a
grab-
bite.
I grab whichever one's closest to me.
He just grabs the bag and starts eating
I,
the bag.
I shove it directly into my throat. There's no chewing or tasting at all.
Was it good?
Yeah,
Ah,
it was really soft. It just kind of fit right in.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, next time just get him more bags. He'll like that more.
Can I have that?
The
No,
bag?
it's holding
Yeah.
our donuts. No,
Oh,
you
When
can
it's
have it
done?
later.
okay.
Yeah.
Here. Try this. I'm gonna take out one of the pastry that has like probably like a whatever they put on there for him that they would think that a garbage can would eat.
I'd
would eat
say
anything?
It's like it's one of those like it's when you look at the bag and you can see it looks like something's licking a little bit. It's that one. There's like some sort of like the inside stuffing of it is like slowly kind of coming out. They just pretty much poured nothing but sprinkles and anything else they have just on top of it. It is a death trap of diabetes.
Death trap. All right. Try and take a bite out of it, but don't swallow it right away. Just chew it.
Kobold mouth just right in the middle. DM. What is my experience here?
Lizard taste buds.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, he's gonna. Puke.
Oh, he's gonna have a sugar crash.
Oh no, I'm still right in front of him, holding him.
9.
9.
German for no.
Everything's starting to speed up.
Oh no.
Everything is moving at an intense pace. that you think you need to be moving even faster.
Okay.
How was it?
Let me just look.
I'm not sure. Does he like it?
He
Yeah,
is
no.
right now at this very moment he is spaced
What
out.
What do I see in eternity?
Oh my god, the amount of floating creatures that are nearby. Some kind of look funky. You don't know if you
I'm
want to
gonna
get
eat that one.
close. But there's this one. Oh my gosh, Garbu. This one that is peeking its head around the corner,
I gotta chase it.
taunting you.
Yeah, I gotta chase it. I'm going.
And the second
I
it
was-
sees you starting to move, it just Boo!
I have a hold of him.
So make a strength check, both of you.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it to
I
me.
was debating.
Gar-
Guidance.
Garver, you gotta go.
God,
You.
he got.
Eric, boy.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Garbu
Squirming and
is.
convulsing, trying to
He
get out.
is squirming. We're talking about like if you lift him up just a little bit, and it's really heavy,
Legs.
but you're able to barely lift him up, and he is kicking. He is Sonic dashing.
Just so we're clear, this has probably happened in real life with us two before.
Well,
Me trying to run and Bryce picking me up as a.
Nope.
Young
Come
child.
here. Come here. Yep. You're down here.
well,
I did hold him over a waterfall. But not in
Nah,
like a
My
mean
mom,
way.
mom thought he was gonna throw me over.
You wanted to see.
so anyway.
You also held me over displays at Disney World, so that I could
In the alligator walk.
and stopped Brett from touching things that you didn't want him to touch.
Well, he's kind of different than you.
I will say after about 20 minutes, with the 19-minute mark of him just finally crashing, what are you guys doing? He is at least able to walk, but like semi-conscious.
We should probably go to the. Well, I need to speak with my my friend. So
Oh, yeah, we're down to follow.
I.
I assume I'm a goblin by now.
Sure.
Okay.
I need to lay down for a minute.
Nah, we're gonna walk. You did this to yourself.
You did this to yourself.
No, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up,
Finally.
wake up. Wait, no. I see your eyes. Garbo. Hey.
So
Hey.
you guys following Aeith to where he needs to go.
Yes.
Okay. You guys follow him to the one of the biggest churches, if you will, the House of Hope.
This is where I wanted to go.
I know. Give me 1 second.
But ironic.
As you guys are going there, you start to see it's like about 8 kind of feet, maybe a little bit taller, maybe 10 feet tall, like a little bit of a wall section. But that's not what has your attention. It's this giant, almost like cathedral that this little wall is around. As you guys get to what would be the entrance to it, right now you are starting to walk in a garden. And it is vastly beautiful. And you are noticing statues of places a little bit here and there. Nothing that's depicting of anything particular until you start to get to the steps of the cathedral. And this is a decent little bit of a steps. Almost like, for an example, right? If from the entrance to the actual front doors of the cathedral, let's say it was 100 yards away, about 50 yards it looks like a little bit of a staircase slowly starts to build up, and on each platform of staircases, there's a decent little sized platform where it looks like it has its own little miniature garden. It definitely feel the naturistic vibe of life coming from just this area alone. As you guys get to the first set of platform, and there's two statues on the side, you guys see one that appears.
Bears.
You see one that is being depicted as what looks like a little bit of long hair and kind of pointy-ish like ears, and you can see looks like jewelry, if you were, like bracers or like a little bit of a shoulder thing that's kind of carved in on it, and you can see looks like water kind of flowing from the back end portion of this statue into like a little I don't know what you call it, but just like a little pond, if you will, for it. The other statue on the other side depicts looks like a cloaked individual. You can't see much, but you can just see a little bit of a friendly smile on the face, as her hands are kind of like slowly outwards, and you could tell it seems to be depicting a female entity. You can see what looks like kind of like a cloak, if you will, that has like a furry coat on collar, and part of that goes into the hood, and you can see what kind of looks like there's like a little symbol kind of around her chest area. It's hard to make out exactly what it's supposed to be.
We can see her too.
The statue?
Yeah, or I thought it was a person. My apologies.
No. These were statues.
Okay.
It's like these statues are kind of greeting each person as they go on a platform, and then
you
when
said greeting, I was like,
yeah, no. And then when you get to the next platform, you see you see two more statues. One being I'm trying to make sure I tell you guys correctly. You see another female that appears and looks like it's heavy armored. If you were to do a quick glance, it might look like it's a fur like coat, but it's actually made out of feathers or leaves, if you will, as it looks like it's engraved on the coat of it. And you can see what looks like a little bit of I don't want to say like a crown, but like a leafish like crown around her forehead. On the other statue, you see what appears to be a man. Kind of hard to describe. It kind of looks like a normal statue, but something about it, it's hazy, it's fuzzy. It's like when you look at it, it looks like a plain statue, but you swear you can maybe make out just a little bit of detail in something. And you can maybe get, like, it looks like a man statue. And then you get to the last platform, right before you get to the front doors of this cathedral. And these other two statues, one is appearing as I want you guys to make a religion check to see if you would know this. Garbu, you can have advantage from the clerical side.
Would I have advantage on a sugar crash?
Nah, I'm giving it to you anyway.
Why couldn't I have it?
Because Religion is
know.
not part
No,
of the
yeah.
story.
Totally reasonable.
Should I?
I just saw
I
the
don't
nat
even
20.
see it. So do I even roll?
You've probably have been here before to have seen something like this, so I'm gonna go ahead and allow
I hate Aeith. I just want to say.
it.
10.
Every time he's like, "Can I see it?" Or we make the same joke.
I can't even see it, so that's why I'm like,
If you at least understand who this particular statue belongs to, Garber, you know it as well as one of the gods, Maliki.
well,
The other statue across from her, Garbu knows very quite well, I think all of you would, as the Dragon Lord Bahamut.
Oh, I know this one. Bahamut.
As you
what is
guys open up these massive doors going into the cathedral, the first thing you get hit by is a very pleasant smell and aroma. Not heavy, but almost alluring. Almost like it wants to draw you guys in.
I see what you did, right?
There is a okay, yeah. You can see what appears to be uh a very small halfling woman who approaches you guys. She seems a little bit husky, if you will, but not outrageously bulging in muscle. But you can see her black hair that's kind of like tied in the back, and she does kind of have a eye patch over one of her eyes as she approaches you all. Why, hello. Welcome to the House of Hope.
Hello. We're here for two reasons. One of us hoping to find Carbu. You wanted to come here for two.
Sorry, I'm just tired now. I wanted to know if being good could help you become a dragon.
She kind of like puts her hand in her pocket and kind of pulls out like these small, like, but a decent little bit of, looks like grind down some type of plant-based material, and she just, here, eat this, and she hands it to you, Garber. It
Oh,
kind of gets you out of your little slumber. There's not,
Bitter?
it's a bland,
Oh,
but you don't feel as drowsy or hyper. You feel a little bit back to your normal-ish like self.
Coffee beans, I'm gonna be honest.
I got any memories of stuff that happened, or still black zone back there?
It's a headache if you try to think about it for now.
and he's here for that. I guess I'm here to try and communicate with my patron, Minnie.
Most certainly. I can lead you to your destination. And I just want to change it to something else.
Something spooky?
Yeah, something pleasant. This is like
Spooky.
a very pleasant place.
Oh, okay.
I don't need battle music for this place.
Battle
to see your patron.
He just turns on Whitechapel and Gojira, just like dueling, and you're just
It's like she tells you to stay there for a sec. She goes to the other side of like the room, turns back and you can hear like this death music playing. She just starts
Death metal.
getting bigger and like, I will send you to your patron.
Ugh.
So, anyways, she starts to lead you guys down this out of the foyer and kind of going into this place, and you can see a multitude of staircases as they kind of go up in the center. And she says, for your patron Mini, the Fey goddess of the life court, first floor and on to your right.
Okay. Thank you.
You most certainly are welcome.
Alright, I'll start making my way there.
Okay.
You guys want to wait outside or?
Yeah, it's whatever you want, man. Like,
Well, I guess it depends for her.
You gonna ask her? Or...
Probably ask her while I'm in the. Okay. She's alright with you guys being in the room.
I mean, it's cool with us either way, man. I don't want to mess up the vibe.
I think it might be alright. I don't want to
Okay.
put words in her mouth, but
We'll just like kind of move back a little bit so you're not like pressed. Is that cool?
sure.
All right, Garby, let's give him about 10-15 feet so he's not like. There is room, I'm assuming, in this room for us to get away from him.
Well, so as you guys start to go up on this spiral staircase, and a lot of the material, like the walls and everything, is like whitish, like marble. There are some places that have a little bit of a different colored, and what I mean by that, like, for an example, as you guys get to this one stop, part of the railings kind of change just a little bit to more of a lightish blue marble color, and you guys kind of get off on this first level, and it's kind of like a wall, and then it opens up like a think of like a box that encases the staircase, goes back into a singular wall and cuts down. And so you guys know that to your right is the room. Well, actually, this will be on your left if you were facing in whatever direction. So, but there is a door there you can open up, and as you guys open it, it is almost unfathomable of how something like this is still, like, is this here? Think of like a spa, if you will, but there's not like hot water. It's just spring water. It's little places of pools of, you can see people that are like about ankle deep, and you can see some people are, looks like, in prayer or in some sort of meditation. There's not really a single spot. It almost seems as if you're wanting to try to connect, ignore like the outside surroundings, and it's trying to kind of help people feel in that type of vibe, as there like a little bit of mist like in the air, not fog or condensation, just like a little bit of mist, maybe spraying from a couple of places that you're not quite sure where, but it feels, lively.
Okay. Is there like a little spot where there's not really a ton of people over, like a little spot for plenty of space for
Oh,
I guess,
there's,
the three of us?
if all three of you are wanting to go in, more certainly, and there's not like ton of people, so there is plenty of spots. It's just kind of depending if you're wanting to, how you wanting to try to meditate, if you will. Because again, there's people that are doing different ways. You got some people who might be laying all the way in the water, some who are just sitting in it, some who are standing, some who are kind of getting close to like what seems like a little bit of a water, kind of like a waterfall, but it, it's like 10 feet tall, so it's not really doing much. But some people are standing close to that, so it's kind of like pick your own poison.
I don't want. Part of me wants to just be like, all right, I'm just gonna submerge myself into the water slowly.
I mean, it's not deep enough for you to be submerged, but you can lay in it. It would at least get to like almost like all of your face. So
Okay.
almost like it might be trying to make sure people can't just randomly drown.
I kind of want to do that, but
Slide face down.
Roll him over.
all right. I'll sit down into the water, like in the water, and I'm gonna hold the cane in my non-metallic hand and try and see if that would improve connection, possibly.
Okay. What are the other two
Okay.
doing? Clarence, Garber.
Watching this.
I mean, yeah, same thing. I'm not gonna like mess up the vibe.
Okay, so you guys are just standing there awkwardly watching.
You know what? I'll get in the water like at the very edge, and I'll try to meditate.
Okay.
I'll walk up to him. And
You
I'll
want to
pat him on
meditate?
the shoulder, and I'll guide him. And then I'll like walk around the circle over to the side where Clarence is, and kind of sit in it as well with Clarence.
Okay.
But I'll guide Aeith on my way to do that.
This is
Okay.
gonna be like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where the guy
Um,
opens
Got
the
this,
door for the
buddy.
soup.
Garber, after you do that and you go kind of stand next to Clarence, do you do anything, or do you just kind of stand there and watch?
So I would. Clarence said he was gonna like try and meditate, so I'll close my eyes and try and meditate as well.
Okay. I want all three of you to roll religion checks.
You got
Yeah,
guidance,
that
my
worked.
dude. Aeith.
Ooh, 19.
Oh no! Well, it's
Okay.
a good
Total.
one. Okay.
20.
20 total.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to start on the bottom end and work my way up. Garbu, as you kind of like close your eyes and listen, and you're not really quite sure what are you supposed to listen? Are you supposed to like not fall asleep or something like that?
Garbu 100% fell asleep during this.
You hear the sound of something flapping. And you kind of open your eyes and look about, but there's nothing. But as you kind of like close your eyes again, you hear it once more, something flapping. What do you do?
I start trying to flap myself,
Seems reasonable, I guess.
sitting directly beside
It's Clarence.
How close is he to me?
I sat directly beside you.
He's kind of like hitting you with his hand.
Making it real hard to concentrate.
Do I hear him or do I
Garbu.
just hear the
No,
flapping?
you hear him.
Oh, sorry.
So you
I was
just
probably having a great thing if you were.
like you feel like you were about to hit something great, but then it gave you an 8.
Yeah, because 8 is a great roll.
So Garber, you just
It's
continue.
better than most of your rolls. So.
You continue to sit there and, I guess, focus on the flapping or something.
Yeah, I'll try and focus on the flapping.
Okay. Clarence, as you try to meditate after somebody has finally got done slapping you constantly, what is it that you're trying to meditate on?
I'm gonna try to do perfect recall, like Sherlock Holmes Mind Palace style of the like location where the lady lives. Just focus on that.
Okay, so you're focusing more on your recent conversation with Lynn.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't really believe in like deities the same way other people do, so like, I know they're there and they're real. It's just not my thing.
It's understandable. And you feel like in a way like there's a presence as you're meditating, and you feel like you're kind of being sucked into this black void of trying to pay attention, and you feel like you could start to hear maybe sounds of something rattling, but then it gets quiet. And then you can feel almost like you're sitting in water as you feel just a very gentle push and pull from it. It seems to be a little bit calming.
Huh.
You start to remember a little bit a few years ago before the incident happened, and you were with your family again, your mom and your dad. The one time they're not face down in whatever inventions they're working on. The one time where you guys are actually out close by the water, just walking. Have what seems to be almost like a 1 in a million of a actual family moment. Aeith.
Yeah.
What is it that you focus on?
I guess for him, thinking back to when she found him, when she saved his life, and if if he is not letting her down.
Okay. You kind of go back after that moment. Everything starts to kind of like water slowly become a little bit clearer and clearer as you feel like you're transported back to that time. You are currently in an office. You think this is Bolt's office. Is this, as you try to look around, but you don't see anything. But you can feel all of the scars still. You can still feel all of it like they're fresh. Did you just wake up maybe out of a very small coma after being attacked and tortured? And you can see this light blue, or actually a dark blue, kind of like a silhouette of, looks like somebody in front of you. And it's just, well, hello again, Aeith.
Hey. been quite some time.
That it has. Is everything okay?
I went back to Eastbourne a few days ago, and feels like I'm still no closer to finding them, even all these years later. I feel like I'm letting you and everyone else down.
You can feel as she kind of kneels down a little bit, almost to your height, to your a little bit younger height, and just places a hand, and you can feel like kind of like a warm, moist sensation like on your shoulder. It's not dripping like water, but you can feel it. It seems like that though. Aeith, you're not letting me or anybody down. I should apologize to you instead.
Why?
It seems as I am not able to fully support you anymore.
Because of what I've done?
No. You'll understand this soon when you're a little bit older. But there's going to be a time. All I can say is there might be a wave of death coming. And my powers will fade. They might be drawn out too much to try to keep and preserve as much life as possible. And I do not think I will have enough strength to carry you further.
Is there any way I can help?
At
At least
this
I can
point
give
in
to you.
time, if there was, I would more certainly ask for it. But I think this is a little bit far out of your hands. But do not fret. Fret? I hate to ruin the moment. Do not be afraid. I have someone who can take my place. They will be new, if you will, but their time is coming to step up. And if you are okay with this, if you allow this change to happen, it could take a little bit of time, but you will feel different, and she can most certainly help you.
If that's what you think is best.
I try to do my best for everyone, whether or not it's what I think is best. But I'm sorry that I am potentially letting you down.
You're not letting me down.
You start to hear what sounds like talking right outside the door. Sounds like Bolt's voice, and sounds like he might be giving instructions to other people. Sounds kind of frantic, if you will. Put them over there. I already got one in my room. We gotta put more over here. I'll get to them as soon as I can. And you hear her again. When the time comes and you are ready, call for her. She will show herself to you. And you can feel like this warm embrace of like a hug. And as she starts to pull away, you can hear this word, ocean. And for my note taker, OSHYN.
Just because she's taken on your role doesn't make you any less than my friend. Still owe you my life, and if you ever need or anything, no matter how big or small, I'll do anything I can to help you, since it's the least I can do.
You have done plenty enough for me. And and I thank you. And as this dark blue kind of figure like almost evaporates, you can start to hear Bolt's voice as he opens up the door, and he's just like trying to quickly rush to you, and he's just like, Aeith, can you hear me? And it's almost like that conversation just disappeared from your mind. But you, at this current moment, in this meditative like state, you remember that conversation now. So, is there
Cast
anything that you
Finger
do?
of Death on Cole's newest character.
Um,
One of these campaigns.
eventually, I guess I'll get. If I still am in that state of meditation, I won't know if I can think about who this ocean person is.
Okay. Garber and Clarence, you guys kind of come back to your little state of mind as you're interrupted by somebody who's kind of like standing next to you, and it's just, hello, and you can see like an elf woman with kind of like sandy-ish blonde hair, and she's wrapped in types of cloth that seem a little bit free flowing but comfortable as well, and she's, can I help you two with anything? And she kind of like gently like lift you guys up to standing, and it's just, is there a place that you two might want to go and visit?
You're with him?
Oh, he's fine. He seems like he's in a very relaxed state.
I don't. Should we leave him here?
He will be in good hands.
Ooh, Garbu, did you
he
want to go to
might-
the library?
He might actually be here a little bit longer, but he will be here waiting for you.
You want to go to the library and check on that stuff?
I don't really care to go to the library. I just thought somebody should try to look up that stuff.
I mean,
I'm
we
not
can
too
do
good
it.
at
I'm pretty
that
good at
sort of
looking through
thing.
books. Yeah. You're good at checking people.
I can help you just to maybe like point out some books that have interesting colored covers?
We'll go to the library if there is one nearby. Can we ask?
You know
Hey,
where a
do you know?
library is?
Yeah.
You. Um, you can talk to Miss Tao at the bottom. She
Miss
can
Tao.
definitely lead you to the direction that you require. And she is like, while this conversation is happening, she's been slow. And it's like you guys don't even realize this, but it's like she's been slowly ushering you guys. You guys have been willing. It's like you're walking and just like, there might be a second where you think about it, like, we're still moving, but then it kind of fades away of like going back into the conversation. You don't even realize that she's ushering you two out.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you. She said to ask Miss Tao.
Yes. We'll go look for her.
Okay. As you guys start to go to the pretty much back to the bottom of the staircase, once you guys start walking, Garbu, you start to hear that flapping sound again. Coming higher.
See anything?
I mean, you just see the spiraling staircase.
You hear a flapping sound? I turn to Clarence.
Do I hear a flapping sound?
No.
No.
Is the lady still behind us?
No.
I kind of want to go look for something.
Here?
Yeah.
So let's look at the facts, right?
Uh-huh.
We just got kind of politely asked to leave, right? One. So that's
He
one.
told us to find Miss Tao. We don't know where
True,
she is.
true. We don't. But two, you're not sneaky. So like whatever
didn't
the
say I was.
opposite of sneaky, no. Whatever the opposite of sneaky is, that's what you are.
Mhm.
Three. Come on, man. What's going on?
Something's flapping.
Like in your head?
Like up.
Right, I'm asking, is it actually there? I have a belly demon. It's okay to have things inside of you.
You don't hear it, you said, so I guess?
Right. I'm just looking at it logically. I have no problem wandering around this place and getting
I heard
arrested.
it when we were in the pool, so I started trying to flap with it.
Wait, is that why you were slapping me?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't slapping you.
Well, your hand was going on the side of me for like maybe 3 minutes before I said something.
The
I
fact
don't
that
know,
it took
like,
3 minutes to say something.
slapping.
Clarence is kind of used to some of this stuff.
Called hyperbole as well.
He's my
That's
brother.
That's my word of the day from today. Also, I spelled Miss Towel as Towl.
It's Tao.
Tao.
I spelled it like a towel.
That was my first thought, and then I was like, it can't be that.
Towel.
Do you want to
Miss
go on a
Towel.
wild flap chase?
Kind of?
Alright. I'm down. If we get caught, don't say anything. That's a lie. Be honest.
Okay. 100%.
You heard a flapping sound? We're looking for it. Didn't know if a bird got in here. Didn't want it pooping on the stuff. You know
I
what
thought
I mean.
I was supposed to say, am I being detained? I didn't
Nah,
do
we're not.
the battery or
Unless
aggravated
it's
assault.
actual cops, we do this.
Okay. Hold
Yeah.
hands up and say, am I being detained? I didn't
Am
do
I
the
being-
battery or aggravated assault.
Correct.
Yes.
Glad I'm in the meditation right now.
I am not leading this expedition. Garbu is leading this expedition.
I'm gonna head up the stairs to get higher, where I hear the flapping coming from.
I will assist him with whatever he wants, kind of half-heartedly. Let's be real.
Okay. As
Sorry,
you
Gar.
guys continue to start to go up this spiral staircase, you can see where the dark blue marble starts to go into a kind of like a reddish orangey tone marble with a little bit of blue dots here and there, but it kind of continues to go like the rails, if I didn't say that, and you guys pass the second floor. Both of you just make religion checks. Actually, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, because Garbu, you're continuously following the sound, correct?
Yeah.
And Clarence, you're following.
It was an accident.
Well, okay, that's fine. You just wasted it when you
I
actually.
know. I'm
needed the
so
most.
mad. I'm looking at it right now.
Mocking you.
Damn it.
That's his haphazardly kind of helping.
Okay,
Garbu
I
along.
can use it. Clarence, as you kind of like passing the second platform, and you see Garbu is still intent on going up. You feel a kind of like a warm and cold sensation. Do you go in any of the other two doors that are on this platform, or do you continue to follow Garbu?
Which way is the warm and which way is the cold?
At this point, it doesn't matter. You could just say you're going towards the hot or cold.
I'll go towards the warm.
Because I hate trying to guide myself on what the rooms look like.
Fine.
So
Understandable.
okay.
Your left, my right.
You go towards the warm sensation as it's pulling. Right? Okay. So you kind of go and kind of take a peek and open up the door, and you can see once again just another strange area. And again, it's not like it's an insanely high floor to ceiling thing, but you can see there is plenty of trees here and there, but they seem to be in a fallish like setting. The leaves are a little bit of orange and red. There's a little bit of scattered leaves all on the ground, but there's also in places where you can feel warmth. Like imagine like standing in a giant spotlight or like a heat lamp, and you can just feel warm sensations as you kind of take a little bit of a stroll through here. You can see some people probably basking in this heat, some underneath the tree, some in the tree, some just wherever on the ground.
Can I pick one up?
A leaf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything weird about it?
It's
It's normal.
It's just a nice normal, fall looking leaf.
Did the warm cold sensation go away?
Yeah, you just feel warm now. And it's a pleasant warmth, by the way. It's not like it's burning or anything. It's kind of like one of those when you feel like you've been inside all day, and the second you get out in the sun and you just kind of stand there enjoying the moment. That's what it feels like.
I'm gonna go back to Garbu, if I can.
I continued up the stairs while he was going in that door.
You know that he went back up. You know he continued to go upstairs. You're more than welcome to have walked out.
Yeah, I'll go. Is there anything that pops out to me that would be like in? I don't know what to even investigate or like check for.
It's up to you.
So it's like a fall setting, leaves everywhere. Do I see any chains or anything? I checked. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Garbu. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
No problem.
You kind of go back, and after, we'll say 5 minutes or so, you venture back out and you kind of shut the door, and you can start to feel that warm and cold sensation again. And you decide to continue upstairs to try to figure out what guard room we went to. Okay. As you go upstairs, you're now, and it looks like it's a little bit more of a climb up, but you get to 2 settings. And I'm sure you could figure it out, so we'll get to you in a second. Garby, you don't even realize that Clarence had left you. You just kind of
flapping.
continue going up, and when you get to this top platform, which is the third and top only platform, that stops. You don't hear any type of flapping sound. But you look, and there's 2 more doors. But these are different. You can see one appears to be carved in what looks like clouds, like kind of figuration. And then you look at the other door, and it looks like it might have scales on it.
I know which one I'm going in. You know what? I know manners. Knock, knock, knock on the scale door.
As you knock, and it's kind of like you're waiting patiently to see if somebody will open the door, and you can hear the
I'll wait
click.
like 30 seconds to a minute at max.
You hear like a clicking sound, like something open, but the door itself is not opening. You don't see or hear anybody.
Must have unlocked it for me. I try and is there a handle?
Yeah.
I'll try the handle.
You go, and you didn't even really have to push like in the downward motion. It's like as you kind of put your hand on it, it already started to open, and you open it, and you can see what appears to be very carved stone that appear to be like out of silver. You can see places that look like there is a few dragonborns that are currently sitting down, and looks like they're in a meditative like state. And in this circle, okay, in this circle, there's about like 6 in total. 1, 2, 3. You don't really see much of anything else. No other person, no other interesting structure. You just see kind of columns in places. You can see what looks like maybe a little bit of a platform as it kind of goes off, maybe another meditative like area.
They're kind of sitting in a circle.
Yes, this is the only spot that does look like it, and it's kind of like one of those areas where it's flat, and then it kind of dips into like a circle kind of like structure, and then it kind of comes up. So they're slightly lowered in the floor.
Also, you said it looks silver. Is it silver? I work with metal.
You go to investigate, and it is.
No, I'm kidding. I don't steal a chunk of it. No.
You would definitely have to break it to try.
Just for my clarification. So it's like I open the door. There's a floor, and then like kind of sunken into that floor is a circle that has 3 dragonborn meditating in it.
6 total.
6 total.
They're in a circle, but I try to phrase it where like there's kind of 2 close together, then 2 far apart, and then 2 close together. So they're sitting within the circle, and they're like trying to make the circle, if you will, with themselves. Okay. There's a spot in the middle of them that's open. There's columns in different places.
Okay. You said there was like another platform that looked like it was meant for meditation somewhere else?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's more
I'll
of a
go
raised
towards
platform.
I'll go towards that.
Okay. You go over there and it seems as you get closer to it, it feels like it gets bigger.
I'll try to
Don't-
close my eyes and focus on the flapping again, see if I can connect to it at all.
You don't hear a thing.
Do I kind of what that roll I made to myself was if I felt like if I felt compelled to go into the circle, is there a roll I could make IRL to see if I feel compelled to go into the circle, like into the middle where they're meditating?
No.
Do I feel like that would be interrupting them?
You don't feel anything in this room. You don't feel rushed. You don't feel like you need to quickly you don't feel rushed. You don't feel like you're taking too much time. The only thing that you got in this room was as you tried to go to the other platform, it felt and
big.
looked like it was getting bigger and you was getting smaller.
I don't like that. So I'll avoid that platform. I'll go back over towards the circle where they are. Heads or tails? Tails, I go ahead. I will walk into the circle and sit down in the middle and try to meditate there.
Okay. Make a religion check.
12. Oh, that was meant to go back to public. To 12.
Okay. I'll say about this time, Clarence.
What's good?
You get up to the top platform and you see the same thing. The one side of the door that seemed to have intricate carvings into it that looks like clouds, maybe. Which it's the only door that you've. These two doors are the only ones that you see that had any sort of carvings into them. And then the other one you see that looks like it has scales on it. But it's just another room, and it's like you don't. There's nowhere else to look but down.
Natural one, though. You know,
I'm going
chasing
in.
flapping.
I'm going in the cloud room then.
Okay.
Unless the DM has another punishment for a
You
nat
hear
one.
flapping,
What would
you
be
know?
more fitting? Can I hear the flapping?
No,
Okay, then yeah.
you never
Whatever
heard it to begin with.
the wrongest option is, I have to take it. So
Okay.
And to be fair,
So-
flapping skies, birds fly, they flap.
at least that one makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Garbu, as you go and sit into the center, and you kind of close your eyes and start to meditate, if you will. As you kind of focus, you can feel like almost like something is pushing your body, rushing past your body, getting faster, getting louder, getting even louder and faster. And you kind of open your eyes and you're falling. You have no idea how high up you are. You can barely even make sense of the ground, but you're currently falling.
I'll try to close my eyes again and put my arms out
you do that and you still feel the same sensation.
Panic flapping.
It's not working.
Ah. Thinks. Minimize surface area.
Okay, you just kind of sit like that, like you're trying to like hold yourself, and you still feel this rushing like force pushing against you of the gravity of you falling, the wind itself.
Eyes closed, just body clenched to itself, thinking, if I minimize surface area, there's less of me to hit the earth. Not thinking about the fact, like, minimizing surface area means less air resistance, because not intelligence-based.
As you're thinking this, you can hear in your mind,
Just, if there's less of me to hit the earth, then it won't hurt.
as you think this and you're saying this, you can clearly hear this. And what would happen if you were to hit the ground?
I guess I become flat.
I think you'd be more than flat. Don't you say, little one?
Yeah, I open my eyes. Do I see whatever this voice is coming from?
You make a perception check.
I almost hit deception instead. I got wisdom, apparently.
You kind of look, like to your left and right, and you're looking around, and then like, what's one place you haven't looked up? And you see this massive dragon, as it looks like it's falling with you, but it's keeping itself on a pace of your pace. So it's not colliding with you, it's just almost mimicking you in a way, and it's just staring at you as its head kind of curves a little bit.
Would one say this dragon is the caller of the most expensive coin?
It would be very wise, yes.
Bahamut?
Is there any other kind besides me?
Not that I know of.
I asked you here because it seems as you've been searching to become something that you are not.
A good dragon?
In order to become remotely close, you will be traveling down a dark path if you choose my light to guide you. This path would have many temptations.
I lick the tooth that's in my mouth.
And it seems as you're already started on a chaotic way.
I can take it out. I can undo it.
And you can, as he kind of breathes, you can just feel almost like his breath itself pushes you further down, like you're going faster. but he is remaining the distance. Talk to Paragon. She can determine your path. And as his wings are just out straight, you see they look like they get a little bit smaller, and he just does a massive flap of just one of his wings. And that sends you rocketing, plummeting, an insane
I
rate of
basically
speed.
come out of meditation like as if I just hit the floor where I was.
You are currently like as close to the ground as you can be, like something was squishing you. You think if this was earth or dirt underneath you, you would definitely have sunken into it.
But instead it's silver.
Clarence.
Hi.
So you chose to go into the other door.
Yep.
Let me make sure something real quick.
The dice chose.
Sub-Zero.
Because I put the DC pretty low. It was like 10. So all I had to roll was a 2.
Okay.
Look.
You open up the door. You just kind of go and take it and open it. What's one thing that you remember that is another happy like memory?
My dad showing me how to use the tools in his workshop.
It's like as you open the door, you're opening the door to the workshop. And you can see your dad and you, younger, as he appears to be instructing you how to start operating and use them properly.
Can I just watch?
Yeah. You kind of... It's kind of like you take a step in and you don't even recognize that the door is closed behind you and you're just sitting there watching.
I'm enjoying it.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
You're your own dad all along.
Yeah.
Can I have Garbu's perception roll?
No.
Nope.
It's right there next to it.
7.
If only someone helped you.
How long do you continue? Well, you kind of continue to sit there to watch, and you kind of remember a little bit of how long it took. He spent a little bit of his time on that day to go over this with you. What's another memory?
A good memory?
Yes, of somebody different.
Me and Garbu, when he helped me build my shack at their dump, junkyard, what do you want me to call it, Garbu?
It was a junkyard.
Junkyard, okay.
It's dumb.
Not a whole lot of difference between dumps and
Okay.
junkyards.
You kind of, as you know, like this is kind of like fading, and you understand that the time is up, right? That he's about to walk out and go do his work and experiment. You kind of watch him open the door and walk out, and you're still kind of like thinking this is extremely cool that you're learning what your dad does. You go to turn around to open the door too, and it's like you open the door to your shack. And in a very weird instance, it's like you're the one seeing it as you open the door, and then it's like as you blink you'll now put a few paces behind a Garbu and Clarence as they are discussing was once your first built shack. Make another perception check.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Okay. Let's see.
Has Aeith drowned yet?
You guys don't know.
That's
You're not
actually
there.
Aeith done. He's dead.
Just floating.
Face
On
down in
his
the water.
face
That
down
lady
in the water.
that lady in the robes after she let us out came back to Aeith and just turned him over on his belly and pushed him down in the water.
Okay.
And Aeith couldn't see her to fight
He
back.
can't see it. Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it coming.
As you're standing there watching Clarence and Garbu kind of talk and go over, the shack and how cool it is and the possibilities of things that you guys could be doing, you notice, kind of like just looking around and just, this is a great memory and all, but it's, you've seen this and it's not as fondest of your first one that you had. And as you kind of like looking around, you think you can see two individuals a decent bit away. But it looks like they're watching you and Garbu.
What do they look like? Is it just forms at that distance? Or can I see details?
I will say you see at least they both seem about the same height. They both seem a little bit well equipped. It's hard to tell exactly what. But the main feature is you see one that appears to be a lot kind of like a pinkish skin color, while normal looking skin color, white, whatever, and the other one like a grayish skin color.
Is the room substantial? Like, could I walk towards them? Or is it like I don't want to say hologram. You know what I mean? Like,
you kind of start to walk towards them. Go ahead and make one, no. What is another different
good memory?
happy memory?
Our whole lives have been a simulation.
I will.
You are the one, Neo.
Those
I
two
will.
people are. What was the one guy who was like the security guard of the system?
Am I supposed to answer that? I don't know.
No, it was the guy who Neo had to fight.
Mr. Smith?
Yeah,
Mr. Smith. Those two guys are Mr. Smith.
I was confused by the question at first.
You're asking.
My mom and I, the day before she passed away, and we are making dinner together for the first time in like a year.
Okay.
God.
How many do I have of these up? Okay. Go ahead and make another perception check for me. And so as you are walking towards these two individuals, it's kind of like a very fast blur happens. And you're now like kind of brushing away like a little bit of steam from the food that's being cooked.
Six.
Okay, now we're trying to look at something else.
Oh.
It's you miss her, but this was maybe at least one last good happy memory before what happened. As she is talking about having to go back and work on her stuff tomorrow. Of course, you kind of plead and asked if she can't, you know, stay another day. Does she have to go back? And I'm sorry, hon. I just got to work on this. You know, Luro might miss me if I don't get back. And for my note keeper, Luro, Luo.
Be crazy. Other
Luro.
Yes.
Also, we're
But-
now 20 nat ones.
Oh my god.
We're doing good.
Hey, you did
But-
roll one natural 20 to help balance it.
True.
to be
But
fair.
you, and I'm going to say because of your perception, you heard it, but you also like put it on the back burner as you were enjoying this moment. And so you, even your little self, didn't even bother to ask anything about it. And as the food is done and both of you start to sit at the dinner table, you kind of go to almost like you're opening the door, but it was you opening the door in a weird way, and it fits of how frazzled and like confused this is. You imagine yourself like you're opening the door to go in, right? Like when you first saw the first image. But it's like you're opening the door again, except you're inside going out. Like you're opening the door to go out, and you're kind of puzzled over like, the heck?
So am I in it or am I out of it now?
You have the door open to go out if you choose so.
I will go out now.
Okay. And the door kind of shuts behind you, and you have no idea what happened.
You just had an acid trip, more or less.
I'm gonna sit down for a little while, and I don't want to say I'm gonna meditate because I wouldn't be doing that. I just kind of like reminisce
Mm-hmm.
and like let absorb. How about that? I'm just gonna absorb what happened.
Okay. Garbu, you start to walk out.
Yeah, I'll
And
just when I first kind of come out of it, I'll be like, Aragon. And then I'll get up and walk out.
You notice that there is no Dragonborns in that room.
Is that one platform still there?
Yes.
It kept getting bigger. I'd like to try to walk towards it again.
It gets bigger again.
Do I feel like I'm getting closer at all, or do I just...
You feel like the closer you get to it, the bigger and smaller the differences become.
Do I feel like there's a chance that I could ever reach it? More what I'm asking.
You can make an insight.
I die.
You
13?
have no idea. You feel like there's not a way to even possibly scale this. But when you're in a distance away, it just looks like a small platform.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll head back out.
Okay, and as you kind of go out, you can see Clarence who's just kind of like sitting there with his fingers locked and just kind of like staring into space.
Clarence.
Oh, hey, hey, buddy.
I think I just met God.
Oh yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
One of the gods, the Platinum Dragon. My God.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm out of it. That's
Yeah.
awesome for you. Did you? What happened?
I think I'm a bad dragon, but I still want to be good dragon.
I highly doubt you're bad, buddy.
Maybe chaotic dragon.
I can. Yeah. Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
I look down. I am within the dragon spectrum chromatic.
Is that so? Side note. Bryce doesn't understand the chromatic bullcrap. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't get what each color means. No black's poison.
Pretty much it's this. Pretty much it's
Yeah.
this. There, and I think you would know a little bit of this as well because of living on a continent with dragons and dragonborns.
That's why I'm double checking it.
There is 3 different sets of. Let's just keep it simple of dragons. There's some that are called metallic. They are like copper, metal type coloring. They tend to follow the Dragon Lord Bahamut, who is good and justice. So if your color scheme goes with metallic, gold, bronze, copper, silver, stuff like that, while yes, they could still be bad, if you will.
Or
like
good.
90% of the time, they are as good as one can try to be. Then you have chromatic or chaotic dragons. They are colored base, red, blue, yellow, green, stuff like that, black. They are, again, they could be good, but 90% of the time they are bad. They like to cause chaotic things. And then you have the third set, which are gem dragons. Dragons that follow more on a crystallized version of, besides like normal scales, they are almost like crystallize in that type of gem. They kind of flow in the middle of things, so they could go one or the other. Dragonborns follow the same spectrum. If you see a blue, probably chromatic. If you see like a copper, like Bolt is, he's part of the metallic good side. I will say it's not been known for kobolds to ever show any other color but red.
Kobolds are pretty much all chromatic. Some can be like blue, but
Trevor,
they're
what
all
color are you?
red.
So you are red.
At
Okay.
this
I was gonna
point in
say, I thought
time,
so.
and in this particular setting,
And kobolds are normally the same color as whatever dragon they serve as well.
well,
I think is something within the regular D&D lore. I don't know if it fits this world.
at this current moment, the only one that is known are red.
Okay.
So, you ever say the dragon thing, like in front of somebody, and they kind of like laughed at you or made fun of you?
Yeah, they've laughed.
You ever notice I don't really laugh at you about it?
Yeah, I don't think you have. Not that
No,
I can remember.
Do you know why?
Do you think I'm a dragon?
Well, I think that no matter what, having a dream is more important than anything else, right? I'm the kind of person that doesn't really have dreams. I deal with logic and facts and numbers, and there is no gray area for me. And I've always admired people who could have dreams because, in some ways, people that have dreams are more powerful than people that have facts because you can go beyond what the facts are, right? I could sit here all day and say logically, no, you'll never be a dragon. But I've seen crazy stuff. You've seen crazy stuff. I have a belly demon. Like,
I
stuff's
just met
weird.
my god.
Right. You see what I mean? Did you ever think that was going to happen?
I hoped it would.
And I'm not saying your god's wrong.
And
I'm
I thought it
saying
would when I died.
that never give up on your dreams because it's the most powerful thing you'll ever have. It's the force inside you that drives you, and it's everything of who you are. You wouldn't be the same person if you didn't want to become a dragon. I saw some memories when I went in the cloud room. Look, I thought flapping clouds. I don't know. I thought it made sense.
I thought scales because
Yeah, no.
dragon.
I was wrong. I'll admit it. And
Were
of
you?
the, huh?
Were you wrong?
Yeah, I was wrong.
It led you where you needed to go, right? You
Well,
had a dream, a vision
I had three,
of some
and
sort.
they were all amazing, wonderful, some of the best memories of my life. Did you know you were one of them? Yeah, you're my best friend, man. Like, you're my brother. And what I love about you is you have no inhibition and no shame and no fear of your dream.
When you say no shame, he does kind of like avoid eye contact.
Did I see that?
I'd say that's a general charisma check on my end, if
what's
anything.
your passive? What's your passive perception, Clarence?
It's not great. I believe 12. Let me double check. Where's it at again? I know it's over here.
I have
I
a
was
minus.
You're
rolled
right.
really high on
14.
that.
Okay. You notice he kind of like looks away, but it's not like it's an obvious look away. It's just kind of like maybe him looking around or whatever. You know how when you talk to somebody, you don't always stare eye to eye with them.
Especially if it's short attention span, like Garbu might.
No matter what, man. Like, do you want to be a dragon?
Yeah.
Then why not try? You know what I mean? What's the worst thing that happens? You don't become a dragon? Well, you're already not a dragon. And I like you the way you are. I love you the way you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He like feels the side of his mouth. The tooth, it didn't grow back.
Yes, it did. I saw it.
That's not a good tooth, and I hold up the baggie of chromatic teeth.
It's just a bag. It doesn't have like.
I think he's the one who. Well, he handed it to me after identifying it. I think.
Yes, but
I
you.
know what it
If
is.
I don't think you said anything about it.
Yeah,
I don't remember. It's been a little bit.
Clarence identified it and handed it to me.
I know what they are. And
So
I
you
just
see
look
me
at him.
hold up the bag.
Well, you just know it's a bag of teeth.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You
Guess he
don't.
didn't.
You don't know what
Yeah.
they are. You just know it's a bag of.
What's the teeth got to do with this? Specifically.
I traded a tooth for a tooth, kind of.
That's gross. Why
But
would you tell me that?
you have the other tooth.
Yeah, I have your tooth.
Yeah.
I'm
This
super
one's
confused.
not mine.
So, why did you put a random dead guy's tooth in your mouth?
Because it was a dragon tooth.
Oh. Did it do anything to you? Like, did you change?
It has a feeling about it.
All right, well, if we're going to be vague, let's just be vague. Okay, let's. Oh, do you need to take it out? Oh, is this why you're a bad dragon?
Bahamut said that if I was following their path, I would encounter temptations, and that I'd kind of already fallen for one, and I sort of understood that to mean the truth.
Do you want me to pull it out?
I don't know. I think it'd be a good idea to undo that.
Now?
Maybe not in the middle of a temple.
At least if
Or
something
maybe in
happens.
the middle of a temple.
It's
Yeah,
a
I feel like-
cathedral.
place.
You're at the very top, what you would assume is the top of a cathedral.
Did you see any dragonborns come out?
Did I see any No. No. What are you? Are you okay?
I knocked on the door and it unlocked, and when I went in, there were 6 dragonborns. But then when I was done, there weren't.
Well, just to be clear, I did see 3 separate memories, and one of them involved someone who I know to be dead. Anything can happen. I don't know what this place is or what it does, but my mom was there, Garbu. You know my mom's passed.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, right? I
were
just
the-
wouldn't look too far into the dragonborns.
Okay. I
Well,
just
the
didn't
reason
know if maybe I could ask them. Do you know anyone named Paragon?
do I know anyone named Paragon or what a Paragon is?
Do you
I know what
know somebody of Paragon?
Mhm.
No. Do you know of a
Position?
Right.
what dragons do you know?
Can I look through my notes?
Yeah, they're
or-
your notes. You're supposed to look through them whenever you want. They're your notes for a reason.
I can't say. Oh, yep, Azul. I'm
No.
trying it.
Just
No.
did you have like the color of them out of curiosity?
Purple. Hold on, I can do the colors. I can't say half the names anyway. Purple. I have purple. I have gray written down, but that doesn't seem right. Would that be silver?
Silver, yeah.
Gray's. No. Okay. Well, I can't say gray because that's wrong. Silver, purple, and then blue, and that's all I have written down.
Okay. No, you don't know.
Nah, buddy. I don't. I'm assuming it has something to do with the dragons, but other than that, I've got nothing.
I didn't think about that. You think one of the dragons is Paragon?
It sounds like a position as opposed to a person, right?
You
So
said-
like,
the phrasing to me sounded like a person. Said talk to Paragon.
I wasn't there,
She
so
can determine your path or something.
yeah, I wasn't there. I'm just acting on what he would have said.
Yeah. And then he kind of pushed me down, and I fell into the ground and kind of mushed a bit.
Did it hurt?
By pressure,
No.
yes. By physical pain, no.
No.
I hear you. The belly demon tried to kill me the other day in the doctor's office. Sucked.
I feel like that's not going to be the first or last time that happened.
I think we're on better terms, and Lynn is a very cordial individual who respected my wishes to stop when I asked.
Speaking
Or
of which, you showed me what Lynn looked like once, right?
Sort of.
And now I have a name. I feel like I might be able to
Oh!
try to contact her in a more casual manner. Though that doesn't mean that she won't attack you if I do that.
You know what? I think from here on out, I would like to be the one talking to Lynn.
Okay.
Just from the simple fact of we have a good rapport with each other, and I'm scared to death of it.
Are you into Lynn?
No, God, I like women in positions of power. You know that really strong chick? I'm kind of into that.
Well, if you
The one that
think
Bolt's scared of?
think about it,
Oh, true.
She is in a
Lynn
position of
is
power.
in a
Power over
position
you
of
right now.
power.
I don't know. I haven't seen her face yet. Like,
Claire's having mixed emotions
I've-
about this
It's
one of those
ghost
Instagrams
possessing
you
it.
go on.
I'm not sure if I
with
should
a lot
be
of filters.
scared or attracted.
A little.
I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Anyway.
We go find. Should we go to the library? No, we have to find Tao. But should we go check on our friend A?
That lady kind of seemed real. She wanted us out of there. So.
You think she wanted alone time with A?
Did you pee in the water? Did you
Did I
pee in the
pee?
water? Did he pee in the water?
Biologically speaking, it's easier for lizards to use the bathroom when they're well hydrated, such as being in a pool of water.
That's like a foot high.
Humanitarian, yeah, they like to use just shallow water, just kind of wade into it, especially if it's slightly warm.
Did you?
I
Crocodiles can't poop on land. That's a real thing.
regardless.
This is a lizard thing.
Regardless, what are you two
No,
doing?
I don't think so. I'm wearing clothes, so it'd be kind of messy if I did. I try and look at my clothes.
Oh,
It
yeah, he's
doesn't
only
look
got
like
one
it.
hole for all of it. Never mind.
Yeah, I have a cloaca.
Oh.
Anyway, do you think we should go
Wow.
check on him? Or see if he's done yet?
I mean, I have other ways to do it.
But if you use those ways, and he's in one of those dreams like I was having, look, I'd be a little annoyed if you woke me up when I was talking to my dead mom. You know?
Yeah. You think he's talking to his dead mom?
I don't
You
know
think his
if
mom's
his mom's
dead?
even dead. Yeah, like
Yeah.
his dad's dead, but like we're kind of
You
like
think he's
opposite.
talking to his dead dad?
Yes? No? I would assume he's talking to his god.
If he did and I messaged his dad, would I be able to get a message through to his dad while he's talking to his dead dad?
This is weird. This is weird. You're going a little.
Yeah.
All right. You know how you like fixate on stuff sometimes? Let's spread it around. Share the love, you know? Just use our
Okay.
multiple facets, you know? I
So
think
I
we
should
should go.
message Elise.
Nope. Nope. Let's go check on Aeith. We'll see
So
if he's done.
fixated on messaging.
Yep.
Just
Yep. We
changing the
will.
subject.
We will go check on Aeith, and then we will go
Okay.
see Tao, and then we will go to the library. Not in that order. Like whenever, like
Go
however.
back to the pool.
Nope. Well, yes. Sorry, I just instantly said no because most of what you say I have to say no to. It's a reaction.
And then we
I
go back
apologize.
to the bakery because I didn't get to see the inside.
You were 100% inside the bakery. You made a scene. It was super embarrassing and kind of funny.
So
I gotta remember it.
as both of you start walking down the steps to go visit Aeith again, Aeith, as we slowly pull back to you, you start to suffocate and drown as they are trying to kill you. I'm just kidding.
A goblin.
They
A
needed
goblin wizard has turned you into a dwarf and is now trying to cast Finger of Death on you.
they needed a reason to get people out because they need every day a daily sacrifice, and you have just chosen to be that sacrifice. So, bye. Okay. Anyways, sorry, ruin a good solid moment, and I just
It's the swim meet there. Gotta get the body out of there somehow.
so
This
You-
pool was actually a pot for their soup.
it starts getting lower and lower. You kind of come out of your vision, and you're concentrating on this new entity that was spoken to you. Ocean. As you kind of say that name out loud, whether it's in a whisperous tone or in a normal voice, the second you say it, you do start to feel as though you are suffocating, drowning. There is no air. What is your constitution modifier?
Oh, let's see here.
Lily actually is holding him underwater.
+3.
Okay. You see this kind of like a greenish blue entity kind of swim up to you a little bit. You can see the gills on her neck and on her side. You can see she has a top that at least covers the basic necessities of her chest and decent flowing pants, if you will. Her hair of a kind of like of a dark blue, but they're not like strands of hair. They're just kind of like together and they flow in unison. You can see marks of a light blue, almost like a neon light, if you will, kind of like a tattoo that goes around her body in certain places. As she does kind of swim up to you, you can see she kind of has this a little bit of confused but annoyed face as she stares at you. What do you do? Keep in mind, there is no air.
He did. Wait,
You-
he's seeing this?
You can. Yeah, he
Do I
sees
have-
this.
Do I have my cane?
No.
I don't have.
I will let you know that you can try to say something, but that would take a whole minute out of your 3 minutes. That would take a whole minute off of your time.
Okay. I'll say
And it can't be something long, it has to be something short.
I mean, he told me to say your name. Short enough? Too long.
It's one minute down, 2 left, as she just kind of stares at you with an annoyed face even more. And what I mean by quick doesn't mean you have to ask it quick. It means it needs to be a very smaller phrasing.
She told me you can help me.
That's 1 minute left. She mood doesn't seem to have changed any.
Could I point up so get out of the water?
Yeah, you can point up. You see she kind of looks up and just...
I'm doing the little turn thing, like showing her I have no gills at all.
You're in my domain. There is no up. That doesn't look like it's my problem now, does it? Well, then you have, I guess, 2 options then, don't you think? You can either sit here and drown, or you can leave.
He's gonna die.
I I don't know how to say option 2, but
Oh, so you chose to leave. Figured as much. And she kind of... Are you choosing to leave? Is that your option?
oh, screw it. Okay. She told me you could help find my family.
She kind of like stops and looks back at you. And I believe that was your last moment. How does it feel to be drowning? Aeith. As a matter of fact, so I
Not
can
to
kind of
kink
see.
shame, but she has a weird kink if she likes to see people drown.
Yeah, well,
Right?
you don't know anything about her. It only getting started. Okay. She just kind of stares at you. What do you do? As she says that, just kind of slowly drifting left to right as she made that statement to you.
Do I feel like I am drowning at this moment?
Oh, yes. We'll get to that point. What do you do?
I'll move towards her, I guess. Swim towards her.
As you try to like swim a little bit closer to her, she kind of like pushes a little back and like, that wasn't an offer for you to get close.
I don't got my other. Shit.
Hurry, what do you do?
Can't say anything. I can't say anything.
Go ahead and take 10 points off of your HP.
Okay. Okay.
And as you're kind of like a little bit of air escaping you or whatever you had left, and she's just, yeah, I know she sent you to me. But how do I know you're even worth my time? I mean, look at you. You're dying. Here, I'll fix
Like-
that, because that's not what I wanted you to be. There.
There. Do I take damage if I try to speak?
I mean, I don't know. Do you?
Well, only one way to find out.
Only one way to find out.
What do I have to do to earn your trust?
Another 10 points off of your HP. I'm trying, okay? Leave me alone.
I'm sorry.
Quit it. To earn my trust, I mean, you have to prove yourself. I'm taking a big gamble if I'm having to have you as the first person I support. And as you sit there, she kind of starts to kind of circle around you, and you can almost see as she does like a very quick motion of it, very spurs of like ships in the water in all sorts of different places. And she's just, people constantly pray to me for safe guidance. What makes you any different from people who try to abuse what I offer?
Because I'm not looking for someone to help me across the sea. I'm just looking for someone to help me find my family. Whether
Another-
if I die or not.
Another 10 point. Actually,
20.
I'll do 20 on that. That was a little bit lengthy.
How much help do you have?
A good amount. He just
I
has
would have
bad
been
arm.
dead. Bullcrap.
Help you find your family. Make a persuasion check.
I'm actually good with those. 25. You're gonna tell me that DC was 26. Twist.
I mean, I hate to tell you when I tell you, but she kind of pushes a little bit away from you, and it's just you can see she's analyzing the words that you are drowning in, pretty much, and she's just. And tell me, what is it that I have to offer from backing you, giving you the support that she did?
You'll have my undying loyalty.
Another 10 points. As
Is your
she.
character Shiguri? Oh my
It was.
god, I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. That is from. Oh, That's random. My apologies.
What'd you
She.
say?
We'll get to that later. So she kind of swims like right in your face, and you can see she's analyzing everything about you. I mean, you're definitely terrible looking, that's for sure. Not pretty. If you truly want my help, say my name.
Ocean.
Take another 10 points.
I'm down.
Now she starts stabbing you to take away the death save.
Yes.
I finally did it.
Oh, God. There.
You,
Shank,
as
shank.
you say that, your vision just goes dark and starts to just black out. Your body starts to feel cold as she's just let the ocean consume you. Make a death save.
Oh.
Just don't roll in that one. We're good.
Are we doing the thing where death saves are
Yeah, it's gotta be
2G?
Yeah,
private.
it's only to me.
Oh no.
Is it the private 2GM or blind GM?
Private. If you do blind, it's where it's only to you.
That was a success.
Wait, hold on. No, because there's a self one.
There's 4. There's self roll and blind GM roll. I
blind
think
is where
blind
you
GM
don't.
is just you.
Yeah, you don't even see what you rolled. You just give it to me. Self is where you see it and I can't see it. I don't use it that often, but it's okay. What's going through your mind as you are slowly dying?
Probably just remembering some happy memory with his family, maybe his brothers and sisters, and his mother. Hoping that he isn't failing them, or hoping that some way, somehow, this is showing his loyalty to her.
Make a death save.
Private or blind?
You can surprise yourself if you want to. Make it blind.
Oh God. Ah. All right.
Re-reach him and he's literally face down in the water dead.
Can you see that, by the way?
Mm-mm.
I think I had one of those rolls.
I don't
on
know what
like
I
our
rolled.
third
I don't like
third or
that laugh.
fifth session.
What?
He just likes the fact that we don't know.
I like it. I like blind things. I like keeping you guessing too. What's something that you wish to accomplish if you were to still live?
Rebuild the house in Eastbourne.
Make a death save.
Can I ask a question
Yes.
to Aeith? Specifically, do you mean like rebuild your house like your family's name or the physical building?
I think he would. The physical building.
Okay. I was just wondering, as a person, like as me.
And I know you can see, I know you can't see the roll, but you can see on your sheet. If you want to, try not to look at it.
Oh, I haven't even looked.
Yeah,
If you didn't say anything, I would not have even noticed. I was like,
I don't even know, but like,
Wait, that's how that works?
Just jeopardize.
yeah,
this whole
if
thing.
you make a death save, even if you don't see it, it will show you if you pass or failed.
That's cool.
Pretty much with a check mark or an X.
Yeah.
And it will count
I don't
up
see
the
it.
numbers.
La 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 la. I don't see it.
What's something that you regret?
Not being strong as his father. Strong-willed or determined.
Okay. Make a death save.
Oh my god.
And in case if you're wondering, Clarence, you have to hit at least 3 of something. So it could keep going until you hit 3 of either pass or fail.
Keeping it blind.
Just like Aeith.
Well, I'm going to ask you one last question. And I'll tell you this. I'll let them know as well. This one determines it all.
What did you do? Perfectly roll one of each, pretty much?
He has 2 of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was one thing you can change, what would it be? And this is in the present tense, not the past. This ain't like the previous one of like you wish you were stronger. No. If there was something you could change right now.
My fear of get rid of the fear of hiding who I really am.
Go ahead and make your final death save.
I'm not gonna look.
Oh no. I don't know. I haven't looked either.
Oh Jesus.
Joseph just looks amused.
He
which
died,
could
didn't he?
come Either from things working the way he wanted
died?
or from cold permadeath.
Do you know what you rolled, Cole?
It says underneath.
Okay. I'm making sure if you did or didn't.
I was still blind. I couldn't see it.
No, that's
It
perfect.
just says underneath it.
Okay. Aeith. You pretty much wake up and you are coughing of so much water that is in your body.
He lived?
Barely.
I don't know what I rolled.
Was it like 11 or something?
I ain't saying.
It was 10.
You
Exactly what he needed.
you kind of roll over and you kind of push yourself up a little bit, but your whole body is weak. You feel as though you like had died and like came back a week later into your body. Like all your muscles are sore. It hurts just to even lift a few inches out from the water that your face is in. And you kind of crawl going through trying to get out of this little water source. You're, how do I kind of phrase this? As you kind of pull yourself out and you're like trying to wipe your face and trying to go through, you can feel the metal against your face, and you kind of remember that this doesn't really help, especially trying to wipe away liquid. So you kind of use your other hand to try to go and wipe this away and stuff like that. And roll a d20. You can see it. You don't have to blind this or whatever.
Yeah, make sure to change your settings back.
$10.
Kind of fits with the theme so far.
Did I roll a lot of 10?
Okay. You are having a very hard time trying to understand what's around you. It's almost like that sense of yours is gone. You don't have it anymore. You can hear the sounds of water being poured in other places. You can kind of feel the water slightly being pushed against you, of you kind of crawling out. But you can't sense the room like you were able to earlier.
Can I try and find my cane?
Make a disadvantage investigation check.
Disadvantage. 13.
No, you cannot. You kind of go where you think it might be, but it's not there. You kind of go around, you're not seeing it. Or you're not feeling it.
What's... I think he try to remain calm, but then get a little bit more frantic. Doesn't know where it is.
What do you do? I'll say around this time, Clarence and Garbu, you guys kind of open up the door. There's nobody in this room. Besides Aeith on the other side where he previously was at with when you guys left him. And he is drenched in this water kind of coming off of him, and he's like trying to tap on the floor to find his cane.
Do I
Can I
see
go-
his cane near
Yeah, I was
him
gonna say go help him
as
up
we're
and give him his
heading
cane.
towards him?
Does he look hurt?
Well, Clarence, you start heading over towards him, and as Clarence already starts, you kind of look around Garber looking for his cane, and you see it's right next to the door.
I'll grab it and start heading after Clarence.
Okay. Clarence, as you kind of get to him, he seems like he doesn't look injured. He
Yeah.
seems like he's on death's door.
Can I just cast Cure Wounds on him?
Oh, yes.
Hey!
Hey.
Best heal I've ever given anyone.
Take that healing. You can feel your muscles not being as tense, but it still sucks.
Who's there?
I mean, who do you think it is?
I got your cane.
We're trying to help, bub. Are you all right? You look
Here. Hold your
rough.
hand still for a second. Here it is.
I'll try to reach where I can hear Clarence.
He is
Garbo?
he is having the worst time.
Hey,
Trying.
Garbu.
You think you know
Your
that
left a little. Down.
Aeith was really good
short.
at almost in a weird way telling where kind of something is, even though he couldn't see. It doesn't seem like he's doing that now.
Down. Shorter. I'm only 2 feet tall. There you go. Here.
Are you? What's? Hey, Garbu. I healed him. He still seems messed up. You're better at healing. Can you heal him?
How messed up does he look to me?
My friend, she told me she was
Oh, he
Er-
he doesn't seem sorry. I heard your question. He doesn't seem like he's injured, but like he looks like he's or acting like he's extremely injured, but you don't see like physical wounds or anything like that on him.
Too bad I didn't prepare any healing today.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not Jester level.
she told me her gift wouldn't be able to last much longer.
22.
Everything's going on on the world, and she recommended me someone else,
Like
someone
a
that she trusted,
chiropractor?
a different person for me to follow.
Did you follow the other person?
And they beat you up?
I was stuck underwater from what I remember, and
Hold on. So your friend tried to drown you?
no, someone else did. Ocean?
Do I recognize the name Ocean as opposed
No.
to what an ocean is? No. Uh.
That was her
So,
name.
do you know what friends are?
Well, I don't know about Ocean, but I trust Minnie.
Yeah, but like, you said friend, and like, I would never try to drown Garbu, and he's my friend.
That wasn't Minnie that did that. That was Ocean.
Oh. Are you
Oh God,
friends with Ocean?
I don't know.
Okay. Alright. Alright.
I, is there anybody else in here?
Nah, it's just us, man.
No.
It's kind of weird, actually.
Did you
We got
do
told to
anything
leave.
to make Ocean mad?
I think she was testing me.
Oh.
Eh,
Garber talked to Bahamut.
I did.
Mhm.
Terrence talked to his dead mom.
No, so yes, I've watched myself talk to my dead mom. This place is crazy.
You're telling me.
I mean, you almost drown, and I stick my foot into the pool, like a 2-inch pool.
You only need 1
It
inch
felt
water.
like I was felt like I was in an ocean. No way to get up out in the vision.
So you can't like see the way you normally see right now.
No.
Like I know we make fun of you because you can't see, but like you like can't see. Like you can't tell where I'm standing right now.
Use echolocation. Like little clicks.
Oh, maybe he has
I'll tap
water in his
tap.
ear.
Do I don't see anything. No. I I don't feel anything.
Okay. Well, that's not great. So about that ersatz eye I was talking about the other day. Do you know any magical item vendors where we could see if they sell one?
It's gonna be a lot harder to travel now.
That's why I'm trying to figure out a solution.
Uh, uh,
I was trying to think about ways to be able to let you at least like sense your surroundings. Thought maybe detect magic, but I can only cast that on myself. Because then you would sense the direction of any magical stuff, and maybe you could follow
What
one
level
of
are
us
we,
if
DM?
we have anything magical.
What level?
5.
5. Ooh,
uh,
that's rough. Rough. You gotta
um,
wait.
I have to be testing me with this, but not sure how. Why exactly?
Could you hand me the rope? Maybe we just like tie a string to him and maybe help him. Have you ever walked before without any sight, or do you?
Have I, DM?
Mm,
I can't
not
make
that you
ersatz.
can, not that you can remember, because
No?
kind of like you've been in an unconscious coma until you met your first patron, who kind of already gifted it to you, and so you kind of had time to learn quickly, if you will.
The
I-
answer is no.
We should probably get back to the guild.
Do you want to hold my hand?
Yeah.
Down a little farther.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
only
not
2
used to
feet
you being
tall.
this short.
Yeah, it might be better if I just hold one end of your cane and you hold the other.
Okay.
Stairs are gonna be rough, huh?
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go downstairs like ahead of you so that I'm under you in case you fall downstairs.
So you both take damage instead of just him?
Well,
No
because I
offense,
might
Aeith.
be able to catch him.
I'll say we don't have to worry about that stairs
Okay.
part.
We'll
That's
go
a little,
slow.
it's a little too complex. So you guys start to exit, leaving down the spiral staircase, and you can see the same halfling woman as she standing there, kind of like right next to the door. Ah, I see you're finally leaving.
Are you Tao?
Yes.
You know where the library is?
Yes.
Will you tell us where it is, please?
He's just gonna say yes again.
She kind of opens the door, and it is night outside.
Oh.
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 We should.
Oh. Well, you don't know it's
I-
night.
He can feel that the sun's not on his skin.
Okay.
We should probably
Not
get back to
still
the guild.
inside the building, no.
No.
What time is it?
Late.
Oh, we should probably go to bed.
You
Probably.
should.
I don't like you.
Sorry.
I get that a lot.
Okay, makes sense. It's growing on me now with that. She owns it, you know.
And as you guys step out, you can hear the door shut behind you.
Creepy
Hey,
lady. Kinda has a position of power over us, doesn't she? I elbow Clarence a little.
Not my type.
hey,
Not powerful enough.
And
Also, she wasn't a brunette.
ah, is Lynn a brunette? You said you haven't seen her face, but have you seen her hair?
Maybe. We don't know.
Well, the Goliath had grayish hair, right? Yeah.
uh,
grayish, blackish
Could have
hair.
been brunette in her youth. You don't know.
I can check. But
So-
anyway, so you were you guys going at this late of an hour?
The
The
guild. I think
library?
we're going back to the guild.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
go.
Hey,
I'm now
Is
garbage
my-
20 again.
is the illusion still up?
Is the illusion still up?
Seems like it.
Yeah. Yeah, you look, no, well, I wouldn't say normal. You look like you do with the illusion up. There's no scars.
It doesn't say what the Goliath's hair color was.
I thought you said gray at the time.
She's a brunette now.
I probably chose to say that, so I'm gonna stick with gray.
Could it be gray with like a few streaks of brown?
You know what? I'll play nice. Yes,
Brunette.
she's a
Brunette.
she's a salty brown. So you guys head back to the room. Elise is back there. She's asleep. In her little room. You guys get to your own room and head off to bed.
Could one of you see if Bolt's still at the doctor's, his office?
Okay.
Garber, you kind of go on the look.
Nope,
and-
I don't go. Bull, are you still at your office?
No, I'm currently out of town at the moment, or out of the guild hall. I'm in town.
He said he's out of town, in town, out of the guild hall.
Take the out of the town out. I didn't mean that.
No, I like it because then Garbu turns to Aeith and he's like, he's out of the town, in town, out of the guild hall?
I think he's in town, just out of the guild hall.
Oh,
Hey, you're getting pretty good at Garbly translation. You won't need me to.
Could you? This is you tell him it's an emergency.
tomorrow.
That was the last one, too. I didn't think about that. I wasn't counting.
Okay.
You know what I could do
How
today?
What
I
could
could make it nice and quiet in your room so you can get some good sleep. Or I could give you some little bit of calmness to help you sleep as well.
Some
Whichever you'd prefer.
some
you
ocean
probably
sounds.
need to get rest.
I'll just rest. It's all right.
Yeah.
He needs rain music.
I'll cast calm emotions. Make everything real calm. Don't
Okay.
resist. Don't resist.
On that note, we will end tonight's session.
As Garbu
Ah.
whispers, don't resist to
And this will be us waking up on the 4th.
Rest. Rations for 2 days, I believe, because I forgot to do it the other day.
I'm actually not counting the rations now because you guys are in a guild hall area, and when you guys are in a guild hall that represents one of your kind, like Aeith is belong in the Blades of Light, food is kind of taken care of.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not saying it.
Sure.
So I could make that obvious to you guys, but so yeah, no, food is fine. You have your normal amount of rations. So yes, thank you everybody for joining us. This was great. I hate that we were down one player, but we'll see what happens next time. So, as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
No drowning in
Bye.
no drowning in 2 inches of water, guys.